In the all-new Outlander, in stock and ready for delivery. For your peace of mind, we provide a lifetime limited warranty. So dump that old ride you hate, and you can drive for 8. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Melissa Etheridge, I'm Not Broken Tour. April 11th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com or HardRockTampa.com. Melissa Etheridge in concert. I'm Not Broken Tour. Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
From the creator of Up and Vanished comes a new true crime weekly podcast series. In each episode of Talking to Death, join Payne, Lindsay, and guests as they discuss all things crime, life, mystery, and fun.
Are aliens real?
Based on everything I've learned, I think that the government knows something. I don't know if aliens are real, but I think there's something out there that they know.
Listen to Talking to Death on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Odds are you won't die.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Extreme Tom Keene is bankrolled by radicals. Their plan is Biden's plan. Tax more, spend more, till everything costs more. Now, Keene refuses to work with Republicans to solve the affordability crisis. Keene's cronies want to handcuff cops, release criminals, disband school resource officers, even let men play women's sports. It's crazy, it's extreme, and so is Tom Keene. But Erica Booth will fight their failed agenda. Mom, teacher, school board member. Booth will cut taxes, combat inflation, back the blue, and lower premiums by holding big insurance accountable. Send a signal to Joe Biden's Washington radicals. Vote Erica Booth this Tuesday, January 16th. Paid political advertisement paid for by the Florida House Republican Campaign Committee. P.O. Box 10307, Tallahassee, Florida 32302. The Florida House Republican Campaign Committee endorses and urges you to vote for Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Approved by Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Republicans for Florida House of Representatives.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. And answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday. Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. Lots to get to today. From Gangsters take over a TV station to Jeremy Renner faces wild new allegations and how to check your one-star Uber reviews, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Happy Hump Day.
Hello, Seeley. What's happening? And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Crazy.
We survived
storm.
yesterday, right?
We really did, guys.
Well, at least we got that going for us. It was stormy all over the country yesterday in the evening. Like, everybody was dealing with something, whether it was really bad storms and possible tornadoes or snowstorms or whatever. No matter where you were, there was something to deal with. And last night, we had the thing here where the phones go, bam, bam, all
Every
the
2
alerts
seconds,
go
man.
off.
I got Alexa notifications. I got Nextdoor notifications, as well as something from the city of Orlando.
Yeah, where were the texts coming from?
I have no idea. But they were like, please confirm if you got this.
I got one from the power company. Like, even the power company is saying, like, hey, there's potential tornadoes in the area. Make sure you're being safe. And I love when they say, get into a basement, when we're like, we don't tend to have basements here where we are. Maybe our friends in Rochester got the basement. Could we run there and hide next time? Perhaps that's a move for us. But there was a lot of people freaking out. It wasn't really so bad for me. I mean, it got a little windy, a lot of rain over a short period of time.
It wasn't bad, but the way that the alerts were coming in, I'm like, all right, I'm kept looking out the windows, which I feel like is probably the second line in the warning text is stay away from windows. But it was likely because of how Panama City got effed up yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So they wanted us to be extra careful and then didn't really get much.
Did you see that house in Panama City that was like tilted all to the side? Oh,
yeah.
Man. Yeah, there was a whole house that was like Leaning Tower of Pisa, like tilted over to the side because they thought maybe a tornado went through there. Steve-O says, last night was a letdown. All the notifications.
What did you want, Steve-O?
I wanted
What
to
did you
die.
want? Destruction?
I woke up with 4 walls around me.
We were kind of like winding down last night, and I was like, yeah, well, storm's over, and Ashley goes, yeah, fake news. And I go, why don't we wait till tomorrow before we start calling it fake news? Why don't we wait till we know that there wasn't a whole bunch of touchdowns,
Yeah, I know. I like this idea, though, that there's like a deep, deep thing that runs through a lot of Floridians in particular in their blood, where if you get a storm warning and something doesn't break, you're like, how dare you? How dare you do this to us? We were told there was going to be some action here. We were told we were going to have to head to the stairwells, and there was nothing.
In fact, I think even my absolutely laughable attempt at putting up Christmas lights this year, which I did outside on my house, I think those are still up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really? Survived the storm. Even my brand new solar lanterns that I put into the backyard, drove them in the ground with the stake things on the bottom, did not budge, did not move, thank God. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening to this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Capitol Hill, friends.
Yeah.
And they're having one of these meetings. I don't know, they do this stuff where they were talking about Hunter Biden, the president's son.
We're still doing that?
Well, he was supposed to show up at some behind closed door hearing a while ago. They subpoenaed him and everything. And then he was like, no, I'm not going. And they were having this public hearing. And Hunter Biden had said, I want the hearing to be public. I want it to be public. I don't want a closed door hearing. I don't want a closed door hearing. So they had this public hearing, and Hunter Biden shows up with his attorney. And I'm like, ooh, we might get some fireworks here. Maybe something exciting will happen. We'll talk about the laptop. We'll talk about all the drug photos and stuff. But they didn't stay very long. Like, they sat down to make a point, and as soon as the politicians noticed them, they stomped out of there. Here's how it went down.
Gentlemen, time's expired. Chair recognizes Ms. Green from Georgia.
Here he is, and he's out. And he's out.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently, you're afraid of my words.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know.
Oh. I like to reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman.
What a show.
So he like sat down, but he didn't stay there that long. I think he only stayed there for long enough for them to notice him, and then he walked out.
He's rocking the old Prince William look these days, huh?
He does kind of look like him. No, I think that, let's see. I'll bring you back to where he was. I think you're talking about him probably. You were talking about the bald guy, were you?
I was
that
talking
guy?
about the bald guy.
Yeah, that's his attorney. That's his attorney. He's got a full head of hair. He's in front of him.
I don't actually know what Hunter Biden looks like.
Oh, he is.
Calls himself an American.
He is. I'm trying to find it for you, Celine. I would love to share this news. He wasn't there for very long, but as soon as they noticed him and called him out, this is him right here. This is Hunter Biden.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this guy.
A lot older than I thought for some reason.
Well, he's lived a wild life.
Yeah.
It ages you when you run that
Turns
fast.
out he's 36 years old.
So there you go. Some fireworks there on Capitol Hill. In the meantime, we go over to Boeing because, love this, friends, the CEO of Boeing is now making some public statements about the 737 MAX doors that just fall off sometimes, around 16,000 feet. Try to suck a kid out of the plane and leave him without a shirt sitting there alone, and the cell phone's getting sucked out of it. And the CEO of Boeing, Calhoun is his name, I believe. He gave a speech, Dave Calhoun, where he was talking about this, and he almost cried when he was talking about the Boeing door problem.
Oh.
And I go,
He almost lost his job and all his money.
No, I don't even think it got close to him almost losing his job. And he's still like, when I saw the photo, when I saw the door missing off the plane, he goes into like these like moments of, don't take that, please.
Oh, please take that.
Moments of crying. Here he is.
When I got that picture, and I hope all of you in some way, I hope most of you have seen it, and those who
do
look at it. All I could think about, I didn't know what happened to whoever was supposed to be in the seat next to that hole.
Full microphone.
Mm.
I got kids, I got grandkids, and so do you. This stuff matters. Everything matters.
He's going to cry.
Every detail matters.
Does it, though?
I know I'm preaching to the choir here. This isn't a lecture, not by any stretch. It's nothing more than a reminder of the seriousness with which we have to approach our work.
True. Okay, you got to approach your work with seriousness. You got kids. You're upset about this. You're going to cry.
Details matter.
Here's an idea. Why don't you forego your Boeing salary for the year and divvy it up amongst the people that got scared to death on the plane? Huh? Let's do that.
Not a bad idea.
If you really care about it, why don't you give your salary? You'll be fine. The Boeing CEO will be fine if he doesn't take a dime this year.
Oh, details really matter for him, and I found the detail of multiple MAX planes with loose plugs to be a very interesting detail. So details are just now mattering.
The dude who found the door, like the door plug that fell into his lawn, he said he thought it was real shoddy, and they had like a serial number, but it was written on it in Sharpie. Like it wasn't even a stamped serial number. And the guy was just very, very surprised that it was made this way. And
I think that we would be a little disturbed if we saw some of the inner workings of planes and stuff like that. I just think so. I think if an airline mechanic heard that something was written in Sharpie on there, first of all, the guy, this dude with the backyard, he doesn't know what number that is. That could be any number.
Yeah, but I think they admitted to it. Sorry, I was burping.
I usually do that right on the air.
It's like, let me think about the fact that there could be a number. I'm pondering the number. Cereal, I don't know.
Come on, man. I'm only 10 minutes into things here. How are you?
But, I think that there's like a handful of things where an airline mechanic would be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't know this, but we often, there's a list of parts that are allowed to be a little loose if they go in the air.
These planes are so expensive, there should be no room for any of this.
Do you think the CEO of Boeing has his own Boeing plane?
Yes.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. These people are making crazy money, some of these folks. And that's why I said, like, if you want to come out and cry, like you're so upset by this, you got kids, you got grandkids, then
when
put
I
your money
saw
where
the
your mouth
photo,
is.
when I saw the door missing off the plane,
Ha! It's all choppy.
I gotta reboot this computer, man. It's been doing that.
Nope, keep it just like that, please. That's exactly the way I want it. I want all your audio clips ruined, and I want all of them to sound like that. So you'll never use that one again, thank God. Okay, we have a little...
It's intact. I mean,
you don't think I'm going to put in a ticket to the engineers to fix this immediately?
It's just playing like that? It's not that it recorded wrong, you're saying.
Oh, no, it recorded beautifully.
Great, fantastic. Good news to hear. All right, when we come back, we've got a lot to talk about today. One thing that we're going to get into as we make our way to Fritz on the Street in about 2 hours on the show, a little less than that. We're going to talk about Jeremy Renner because the guy was just riding a wave of good publicity. And then things got a little weird, like his New Year's Eve thing with his album was a little kind of weird. And
we're talking about the guy who got run over, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner, the dude from Hawkeye, got run over by the snowplow, somehow miraculously survived. And then bam! Yesterday, news drops about him and something that allegedly he did. And the craziest thing is how all of this came to light. Wait till you hear about the behind the scenes of this story. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes.
We might even give you credit.
Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Colonial Drive, eastbound beyond John Young Parkway. There's delays on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway and 429. Authorities are clearing up an accident where University Boulevard meets Dean Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the Money Today guarantee. Can't wait weeks for your tax refund? Then don't. At Jackson Hewitt, get money today if you're approved for a no-fee refund advance loan on a prepaid card. Book today at jacksonhewitt.com. No-fee refund advance offered to eligible clients. Application required. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $23.65. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows that Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Paid actor portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
It's a no-pay new year at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy a new Nissan and make no payments for 6 months. And no interest financing. That's 0%. Plus, shop the best selection of certified pre-owned Nissans at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Click OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Operation Hope stands at the forefront of meaningful change, committed to ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to realize their financial aspirations. Our mission? Uplift those left behind, transform communities, and ensure financial freedom is available to everyone. Our financial coaches are from the communities they serve and are here to help broker peace of mind, creating pathways to financial wellness and stability tailored to individual needs. Becoming involved is more than just joining a cause. It's a lifeline. Visit OperationHope.org to learn more and get involved.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're conquering the unconquerable. Using artificial intelligence and data, our experts can create a personalized gene roadmap just for you, customizing your cancer treatment, giving your body exactly what it needs to fight the disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic, because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Clinic. Nowhere to go.
This is Jeff Kaufman from the Injury Law Firm of Kaufman Lind and the Under Oath podcast. Here's some more free advice. After you get into a car accident or experience any other injury, you cannot imagine what the insurance companies will do to fight your claim. They will go through your social media accounts, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or any other site you post on. They will use photos of you smiling to suggest you were not injured, that your life has not been impacted, all to avoid paying your medical expenses. Be careful when you post online. It's not if, but when you get into an accident. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 70s Rock Ride, Pink Floyd, Eagles, Van Halen, Tom Petty, Zeppelin, and more. Try something new for 2024. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search 70s Rock Ride, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
iHeartRadio.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the News Junkie.
Snowplow. After that, like, people really were rooting for him and they wanted him to succeed and they wanted him to be healthy. And then, bam, this story comes out, and it comes out and targets Jeremy Renner. It surfaced in the weirdest way. I'll tell you all about that in a moment. But for Sabrina and Celia, let me give you a hypothetical, right? Let me give you a hypothetical situation. You tell me how you react in this moment, okay? All right, let's say you are feeling a little thirsty, okay?
And
you go to
like actual thirst, not like you're horny.
No, yeah, just like you actually need some water. You're feeling parched, and you go to the gas station, you get a bottle of water, and you have a couple of sips on your bottle of water, and then maybe you go do something for the day. You hang out with some friends, you know, the sun's beating down on the car, whatever. You get back in the car, and you're thirsty again, and there's that water bottle sitting right there staring at you. Do you drink out of that water bottle, or are you like, it's been in the car for a while. It's been like the sun was beating down on it.
So typically I do not. I've been in that situation before.
Same.
And then I just think about like, hey, it's been sitting there and then all the plastic stuff has been melting and those chemicals are now in the water and I can't bring myself to do it. Now there have been times where I'm like dying of thirst or something's in my throat and I just do a little sip and I'm like, I guess I'll figure this out later when I get some sort of rare cancer.
What about you, Celie? Do you like just sort through and you go, I'm thirsty, there's some water down there in an old bottle, I'm going for it?
Usually not, but not for the reason, like if it were a tumbler that and the water was still cold, even though it had been in there for all day or whatever. I'm talking
specifically from a plastic water bottle.
Yeah, no, I don't, and it's not for the reasons that like the health reasons that this probably is eventually leading to. It is 100% because I do not want to drink hot water.
Yeah,
and there was nothing about. I mean, even if I'm super super thirsty, I will not feel quenched by like a really just like lukewarm hot. No,
yeah, not good. Courtney is stone cold. She will get into the car and be thirsty, look around on the floorboard and find one, and she'll be like, "Oh, okay, there's one."
She has that collection in the back.
She's got like one or two on the like passenger side floorboard, and she'll go, "Oh, hand me that vitamin water," and or like whatever water bottle it is, and I'll hand it to her, and she'll take a sip of it, and I'll go, "You're drinking from that?" And she'll go, "Oh, it's only from like 2 days ago," and I just for some reason I don't know the science about it, but I'm like, I don't want to drink that thing. I got sent this article to tips@thenewsjunkie.com so many times in the last 2 days. To tips, to Facebook Messenger, to all over the place. And there's this study about how much plastic is inside your water bottle. And they said your goal is hydration, but gulping down a liter of bottled water, you're also consuming hundreds of thousands of microscopic pieces of plastic, according to new research. Previous studies have found traces of plastic in bottled water, but in a new study, researchers found that plastic accumulates in bottled water at much higher rates than we realized, up to 100 times higher. So they say it's just floating around in all that bottled water of yours.
Gross.
In tests on bottled water from 3 leading unnamed brands, scientists found between 110,000 to 370,000 detectable fragments of plastic per liter. I think this might come down to, if you look with these super duper microscopes, I think there's just plastic everywhere.
Oh,
I think
sure.
we've created plastic, and it's everywhere.
Remember in Superbad when the cop guy was like, when I was in training, I thought like there was just like semen everywhere. It's like that, but for plastic.
Right? Yeah, I think it's everywhere, and you've got anywhere from like your rubber tires on your vehicle; those are constantly shedding all these particles everywhere. To every kind of plastic that we've created, you're surrounded by plastic right now. Look around, identify the things. You are surrounded by plastic at all points in time. So I seriously doubt, when you consider things, that this is posing some grave danger to us. And probably the research is aiming at trying to get people to stop using single-use bottles or even recyclable plastic bottles. And they're probably interested in pushing that narrative that we don't want to do that anymore.
Which I appreciate. And then I just wish they would also attach the warning that you should be cleaning said reusable water bottles, because nothing was more shocking to me than my first attempt at reusing water bottles and seeing the mold buildup that I had been putting in my body.
Yeah, it'll do it. It'll happen. It doesn't take that long for that to happen, but they say it's way better. And obviously, look, drive by a landfill. It's way better to have less waste than to have more waste, right? I mean, there's just like single-use plastics are obviously not great. If we could stop doing that as humans, that would be a good thing. But when they talk about this and say all the nanoparticles, they can go through the blood barrier into your body and start floating around. I'm like, you know what? I bet people 200 years ago scooping water out of a river and taking a sip of it to quench their thirst, or filling up a canteen or something. I think that's probably way worse if you use that same microscope to look at what you were drinking there. But this story is everywhere today. And a lot of these things are why so many people have gone to the reusable water bottles, like the one I have next to me that I fill up all the time. Lots of people do it that way. You also have to consider that you have to make those, right? There's a lot of Stanley tumblers out there. They got to make those, and those don't come from nowhere, and that also does damage. There's no perfect way to handle this. We want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now while we talk about Jeremy Renner. This is not great for the Avengers star. He's been accused of insulting a Reno, Nevada family after striking up a relationship with their felon daughter.
Okay.
Sending her D-pics. And
while she's in prison.
Allegedly calling her mother and aunt effing idiots.
Wow.
This, according to the family.
Are they effing idiots?
Well, that's where things get a little dicey. You can tell me. Renner, 52, began a romantic relationship with Reno hairdresser. Watch out for the hairdressers. Amber Monson, 34 years old, after meeting her in a local club in August, according to her family. Monson is a colorful figure who has had several run-ins with the law, including stealing a government car and taking it on a high-speed chase near schools in 2021.
Oh, but boy, can she do a hell of a bob.
I guess so. The actor met Amber Monson at this bar, and then they started to talk. They built a relationship, and it began to become a sexual and romantic thing after that. Then, I guess, he invited her and her family, this hairdresser's family, over to his house. Jeremy Renner's like, come on over, bring the family. And ready for this? Cringe. He wanted to debut his album for her family. A listening party. An album listening party for him. You imagine if you have a friend who's mega famous but does cringe stuff like that? Like, guys, I welcome you to come over to my listening party later on this afternoon. You sit at their house.
Sit around and he's staring at your faces while you react. Just waiting for it.
I would never go.
No, that's so cringe. He wanted her to come over with her family to listen to his new album. And so they are going to show up at his place. And Jeremy Renner, I guess, was a little bit hammered. At least that's what they said. And he's been drinking, and they can't find his place. And they keep calling him, and they're like, where do we go? We don't know how to get there. It's a little off the beaten path. And then he says, what are you, effing idiots? And starts screaming at them about how they're stupid, they can't find his house. And then when they arrive, he's like, I'm not coming outside to meet you. And then it becomes a big fight with the family, and they end up leaving. And so after this, Jeremy Renner probably goes to sleep and wakes up and forgets all this stuff happened. But the woman's brother, this hairdresser's brother, took to Twitter/X and was hitting up Jeremy Renner and all the Jeremy Renner fan clubs and was like, how dare you do this to my sister and my family? And he just wouldn't let up until the Daily Mail saw the tweets, and then they did a story about this. Otherwise, nobody would have known. They have not released the Jeremy Renner D-pics just yet. Probably would be some sort of revenge for him. He might be, I don't know. But they said he was an absolute monster to them, calling them effing idiots, sending over these pictures of his junk and lots of other things that went on. Jeremy Renner, what's going on, man? You were just like the king out there. Nobody was challenging you, saying you were a bad person, and now look at this. Maybe the family's really obnoxious. I don't know.
He might find himself under another snowmobile just to distract everybody.
Oh, God. I don't know if we'll make it through another one. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening with your dispatches. You're joining us today, and I love to hear your voice. Here goes Big Al with a dispatch about the plastic water bottles.
Hey, guys. First dispatch of the new year. Happy New Year.
You too.
I'm in construction, so I'm drinking plenty of water 2 or 3 days old that I've had in my truck. As long as it's not boiling hot, and I'm thirsty. But look at some of the other crap that we eat and drink. I mean, that Parmesan cheese in the sprinkle bottle has cellulose, which is wood in it.
Has what?
And all the other crap that's in our other foods that we eat, I ain't worried.
I know. I know.
Have a happy new year. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I have a way of compartmentalizing this stuff. I don't know if you guys do this.
All the time, man.
Like when I hear about...
I just ignore it.
That's just what I'm saying, basically. I'll hear it and then ignore it. Like, isn't it vanilla extract that has something incredibly gross in it?
No,
We're talking about the beaver.
Secretions. Yeah.
Beaver secretions and so this stuff. And then I go, oh no, I eat that. And then I'm going to push that way away in my mind so that I never think about it.
If you're thinking about like actual pure vanilla extract or whatever, that is not what you think it is, because that's usually an alcohol, like infusion, an alcohol extract. And then like if you drink the whole thing of vanilla extract, you can catch a little buzz, like a little shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they did that on like one of those old family TV shows. There was some alcoholic that couldn't find any booze, and he's like chugging the vanilla extract. But no, the vanilla flavoring, that's where you're getting your beaver secretion.
Yeah, and then you hear it and you go, but I like it, but I like shredded cheese. I'm just going to ignore all of it. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Modern Celtic on YouTube says red dye comes from insects. There's a list a mile long where you can hear this thing that you eat has this gross thing in it, and this thing you eat has this gross thing in it. Here's the gross process in which they make this thing. I don't want to know half of that stuff. In fact, I don't want to know any of it, please. Okay, we're going to hear from you. Dispatches are piling in. And when we come back, how many one-star Uber reviews do you have? Is there a possibility that maybe you went on some bad rides? We knew before what your overall score was, but now, well, this could be painful. They're going to show you how many one-star reviews you have. I'll tell you how to check that out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends.
No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun.
Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Well, hey, everybody. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Hope your Wednesday is going great. Want to update you as we approach midday. Central Florida weather. Sunshine prevails. Cool, dry, light breezes for the PM. Mid-60s for the highs. Nice day. Enjoy it. Partly cloudy. Chilly overnight tonight. 46. Northeast breezes at 5 to 10. Our Thursday, 63. Mostly cloudy. Friday, a rain chance at 60%. Locally windy then with a warm high at 78. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care and have a great day.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Drought, war, and rising food prices have doubled the number of families facing malnutrition. You can help. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646.
We all know the process of shopping for a mortgage can be confusing and complicated and so frustrating, you don't want to do it. But it's none of those things when you work with That Mortgage Guy Don. That Mortgage Guy Don is a mortgage broker, and mortgage brokers are better because they do all of their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks that are competing for your business. And wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like That Mortgage Guy Don. And That Mortgage Guy Don is the best because he made the process of getting a quote or comparing the quote you already have super easy. You get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, but you also get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with That Mortgage Guy Don. You want to see a difference? Apply now. Go to thatmortgageguydon.com, get a quote, or get a free analysis of your existing quote. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
From the creator of Up and Vanished comes a new true crime weekly podcast series. In each episode of Talking to Death, join Payne, Lindsay, and guests as they discuss all things crime, life, mystery, and fun.
Are aliens real? Based on everything I've learned, I think that the government knows something. I don't know if aliens are real, but I think there's something out there that they know.
Listen to Talking to Death on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Odds are you won't die.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Paid actor portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles lets you choose your perfect duo from your fave 4, like a sausage or egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in the combo. Single item at regular price.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
.com. Record it right there on your phone. Don't worry about waiting on the phone lines. We're past that. And I want to tell you about something. This is like new information that they're giving us, which I think is kind of on the sly meant to shame us. Uber is now telling you not just what your driver rating is, but now they give you a breakdown and they show you if you've had any 1-star reviews.
Ooh, buddy.
And it makes you think back and you go, ooh, we've had some rough nights when, been downtown, been drinking, hopping that Uber, and maybe they didn't like us in there.
Is there an option to apologize to the person?
They actually should let you do that. That would be a smart idea if you could wake up the next morning and go, dear driver, I am so sorry. Do you guys think, before you look at this, and I'm assuming you haven't checked already, right? You guys haven't seen if you have any 1-star reviews?
I think, the last time we talked about something that we were able to check for this,
it just told you the overall score.
I think it told the score. I remember back when they wouldn't even tell you what your score was, and there was a hack to somehow do it. You had to be on the website version. It was weird. But there was a thing that we looked at a while back that said your breakdown of your ratings, what led to it. But I think it was only in the last 500 days.
Yeah, this one, I guess, is new, and it tells you how many of each kind of rating you have. Now, for me, this is not going to be nearly as fair because Sabrina and C-Lane Uber far more than I do. C-Lane, I think, Ubers more than all of us together on the show.
I used to.
If
not anymore.
Go into settings on your Uber app. If you have it, take a look at this, and let's just see if anybody was a troublemaker. Now, we do know, we should put this out there first, that there was one person that claimed that C-Lane puked in the back of their vehicle and tried to get like a fee from them. And
correct.
Maybe that person was just angry and they gave you a 1-star review, and they were lying about you to begin with. But if you go to settings...
They were definitely not correct. Now, were they lying about me on purpose? I don't know of that. Did somebody else puke in their car and they picked the wrong rider to charge? That's a possibility.
Well, everybody try this out and then let us know through a dispatch or over in chat what you got back as results. Go to settings, go to privacy, and when you're in privacy, you'll see something that says, would you like to see a summary of how you use Uber? And that's what you got to click. So you tap this thing to see the summary of how you use Uber.
Damn,
and it brings
man.
up all your data.
How long have you been with them?
3,504 days,
Whoa.
mine says.
That's exactly the same as me.
That's exactly the same as me.
What?
Did we all sign up for Uber on the same exact day?
We probably all downloaded Uber on the same day. We're probably talking about it on the show.
Look at us.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's crazy. Like, that's how much has changed since we've been doing this show. In those years, I've taken 55 trips.
That's it?
Oh, my gosh.
Wow,
my
man.
mom has taken more trips than you.
Don't get angry
Loser.
at me. I didn't do anything wrong. All right.
That's like you've never used it. I'm at 453.
Holy cow. Do you remember? This is kind of interesting before we get to how many.
453.
I knew he was going to get angry
What
at
are
you
you
too.
at, man?
You in 4 digits over there?
Guess. Why don't you guys put some guesses up as to how many Uber trips I've taken?
1,100.
In 3,504 days, how many Uber trips have I taken?
1,100 is my guess.
I'll
for
go
C-Lane.
2,000.
2,856.
Wow, man.
God, man.
What's your
That is
rating?
insane.
My 4.95.
Oh, okay.
Good for
That's
you.
Better than mine. It says 4.92. Then it says you've ordered Uber Eats 11 times. Ooh, they tell you the Uber Eats info too.
Mine is, you've only ordered Uber Eats 11 times?
You have to remember, when we're somewhere, like when we were in New Orleans, we took an Uber. Courtney just does it on her phone, and it's like hooked up to my stuff.
But Uber Eats as well? Only 11 times on your phone. Okay. Mine's a little bit more than that.
If you could see all the Uber Eats deliveries, it would be some on Courtney's app, too, is what I'm saying. Like, this isn't all the times I've taken an Uber or gotten Uber Eats.
The crazy part about mine is, if you do the math, I have taken an Uber ride for the 3,504 days I've been have the app every 1.227 days.
Okay.
That's fascinating.
That's a lot, man.
That includes all the time that I haven't Ubered, like all the time during COVID that I only Ubered like once a week or something. Every time. I mean, this is adding up because of days with multiple trips.
Well, when we first started talking about this, when Uber first came out, when we started the show in this incarnation of it, there was a lot of talk about, isn't this going to be weird? You're getting in the back of a stranger's car.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I just take a cab. It seems more safe. People aren't going to want to get in a car with a stranger. And then, you see what happens here. If you scroll down a little bit, everybody check that out. And then scroll down to, hold on, I got to go back to my summary thing. View more about your ratings. It says ratings and then view my ratings. And that's where you can see if you got any 1-star reviews. I got 49 5 stars and 4 4 stars. Of course, this doesn't count the stuff with Courtney, so there could be some drunken ones there that are not so good. Did you end up with any 1-star reviews, Sabrina?
I've ended up with 2 1-star reviews.
Ooh. Do you have any 2-star reviews?
I have 4 2-star reviews.
How many 3 stars?
4.
Okay.
4 stars, 17, and 5 stars, 343. Thank you very much.
All right, so most of them are 5 stars. But how many 1 stars did you say? 2?
2, man. So now I can see the details of this?
I wish.
That's what you're saying? I thought that's what you meant.
No, we've done this before.
We've seen the 1-star breakdown?
Yeah, we've seen this breakdown because this is BDMP 159 says, Jesus, does Celine Uber to the fridge? Maybe.
That's a lot of Ubering, man. Can you see how much money you spent on it? You've looked that up before in the database, I think.
You have to request. You have to request more information, sort of like they did with Facebook. Where remember, if you wanted all of your Facebook information, everything they have on you, you had to request it, and then they wait a while, but while they find it and they give you a zip file.
Yeah.
For Uber, it was kind of like that. And then they have a very large Excel spreadsheet that I would have to do some calculations on.
It says you can request some data here.
Yeah.
That's what
I've done it.
Yeah.
But now you've got so many rides. What if let's take $10 on average, which I think would be low. How many did you have? 2,100?
28.56.
28.56. So you may have spent $30,000 on Uber rides.
Probably.
It's probably me for Uber Eats, man. I got to be honest.
That is crazy. How many did you have for Uber Eats?
I didn't say, and I don't want it anymore.
Just put it out there. What's the Uber Eats number?
646.
Okay, 646.
That's not bad. Mine's 131.
Okay. Wait,
and
131?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't had Uber Eats as long as they
that's
had Uber.
significant. Mine is significantly higher than 131.
Yeah.
What?
Thank you for starting that with it. That's not bad. I think mine is much worse. I need to learn how to cook or something.
I think he's saying you're not in the thousands.
Oh, right.
Okay. You're not up where he is in the 2,800 range. Angel says, where is it? It's under settings, and then you go to privacy, and it says your rider breakdown. And then when you'll see the breakdown there, that'll show you all the stuff you've done. And then when you go to ratings, you can see how many 1-star reviews you've got. And I bet a lot of people are like, uh-oh, I didn't know I had a rough night.
I want to know what I did.
That would be so great if it was a little note and it was wouldn't stop singing karaoke in the backseat of the car, or just whatever it was that they really should. If you're going to give a rider or a driver a 1-star review, it should be what was the thing that prompted this?
Well, they do ask you. I mean, I think they ask you they ask you why if you give a 4-star review to a driver, you got to put something. But especially 3, 2, or 1, they want to know why are you giving this, because it's a big deal to get the 1-star. Now, on the flip side, unless there's a violation the time that somebody who was not me spilled alcohol in the Uber and it hit my account, they definitely said, hey, your driver reported somebody drinking. This is against Uber's policy. If this continues, yada, yada, yada. But other than that, you don't find out why you get these. When we've talked about this previously, I think I heard from some drivers that said that if they just didn't like you and they'd never want you in their car again, maybe you rubbed them the wrong way. If they give you 1 star, they will never be paired with you again.
Really?
So they can intentionally tank your score just because they're I don't really want this guy to ride in my car ever again.
That sucks.
All Day Yucker says, rider wouldn't stop crying in my car, is Sean's review. How dare you? And somebody made a good point to the Uber Eats thing. You can't forget we had a pandemic for quite some time, and a lot of people hammered down on the food delivery. That was the only option you had for a little while.
And then I had that weird dark phase a couple years ago where I'm I'm not going to cook for myself and just eat bad food. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't remember that phase.
I didn't tell you guys. I just ate my feelings. Okay. Hence the Uber Eats order.
Yeah, 600 and something feelings.
Yeah, and 100 of those were just in one day.
All right.
So let's go.
Why do you guys have to make stuff weird when I'm just doing a little quip? You have to stop the conversation. I'm just trying to be a little funny or something.
You did just say you ordered 100 Uber Eats in a day.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic. That's not possible for me to order 100 Uber Eats in one day. Have I done 3 to 4 times in one day? Sure.
4 times?
Yeah, breakfast, snack, dinner, late night snack.
You were Uber Eatsing, or whatever the word is, snacks? You were getting snacks delivered?
I was getting snacks, or perhaps I was getting lunch for the next day that I put inside of a Tupperware and made people think that I cooked it for myself.
It's
none of your goddamn business.
600 and something.
Wait,
Uber
so people
Eats
were
deliveries.
witness to this?
Oh my God, you guys!
Was there ever an intervention or anything?
Nope, because I live by myself. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Can we move on, please?
The intervention has to be accepted by the intervention driver. It has to be in the area and shows up, in about 11 minutes.
All right, let's go over to this. See, I'm surprised by the 1-star reviews for you guys. How many did you have again, Sealand?
I had 3, but also this...
Because neither one of you are like bad drunks, and that would be the number one thing that would get you 1-star reviews would be my guess.
Well, the other thing is it says your rating is an average of the last 500 ratings you've received from drivers. Your rating is measured out of 5 stars. 5 is the highest. So there's 3 out of the last 500 rides. There's been a problem that would give me 1 star 3 times, 2 stars once, 3 stars twice.
Damn. You guys got to get your act together.
But whatever, you have 11 rides, man.
Yeah.
55
What I'm saying is that, like, the driver, like, say the driver does work downtown, right? But they live at the complete opposite side of town from where I live. And then they get me, and I take them very far away. Like, I take them to my neighborhood, and now, they're in a place they don't want to be. They're not near home, whatever. And they go, I don't want to take this guy home ever again. Let me give him a low score so I'm never paired with him.
That sucks, man.
That's not a great thing to have the drivers doing because it really throws things off. Tanya
or maybe
said,
I was just an asshole. I don't know.
Tanya said, I had a great Uber driver in Dallas, brand new Tesla, and she was so cool. She took us to the store for beer and dropped us off at our hotel. She even took us by the Cowboys Stadium. There's a lot of great ones out there. Chi-Town Tweety on Twitch says, stop picking on Sabby. She significantly improved your local economy with her business.
Thank you.
There's truth to that. All right, let's go over to, there's somebody saying that Sealand could have bought a brand new car with all the Uber Eats money. I mean, Uber driving money that he spent.
And then maybe driven under the influence.
Yeah.
I think that he also helped the local economy.
Yeah, a lot of these were very smart moves.
I could have paid for like 2 DUIs.
Yeah, and that would have been no good. You don't want that.
No.
Always best to get the Uber trip. Here is, you know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll get into a bunch of people who are chiming in on this. And I want to hear from you, too. So do join us. We will be gentle on you, I promise. Yeah. And if you've got a lot of 1-star reviews, we want to hear what the hell did you do wrong? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the express lanes of I-4 eastbound between Kirkman Road and Florida's Turnpike. The right lane is blocked in the city on Orange Avenue southbound at South Street due to an accident. And you could expect delays due to an accident on Colonial Drive eastbound after John Young Parkway. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center in James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. At Mattress Firm's once-a-year sale and clearance, you can save up to 60% on select mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base on qualifying purchases. Here's to better sleep in 2024. The right mattress matters, and Mattress Firm will find yours.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways, it's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
It's the new year, and guess what? I'm in hot water. Hey, it's RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. My sales are frozen. So this month, I've cooked up the craziest icebreaker ever. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car, regardless of make, model, miles, or even condition. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Plus, with my dealer next door credit approval process, you could skate home for just $8 down. We've got the banks to break the ice with lower rates and smaller payments. You can drive a car that's twice as nice. Come see me at RC Hill Mitsubishi. Check out the new Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. For your peace of mind, we provide a lifetime limited warranty. So dump that old ride you hate, and you can drive for $8. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
FreshFromFlorida.com. Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting FreshFromFlorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
It's been said that good fences make good neighbors. Your friends at Fence Outlet couldn't agree more. Whatever style, whatever color, just share your ideas. And your friends at Fence Outlet will have the right application for you. For quality fences at the best prices, go to fenceoutlet.com.
License number C10252 and C10803.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Don't miss Classic Albums Live, performing U2's The Joshua Tree and their greatest hits live, note for note, cut for cut. Friday.
This week's Marketers Report. Raja Manar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring sonic and sonic branding, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measured, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Extreme Tom Keene is bankrolled by radicals. Their plan is Biden's plan. Tax more, spend more, till everything costs more. Now, Keene refuses to work with Republicans to solve the affordability crisis. Keene's cronies want to handcuff cops, release criminals, disband school resource officers, even let men play women's sports. It's crazy, it's extreme, and so is Tom Keene. But Erica Booth will fight their failed agenda. Mom, teacher, school board member. Booth will cut taxes, combat inflation, back the blue, and lower premiums by holding big insurance accountable. Send a signal to Joe Biden's Washington radicals. Vote Erica Booth this Tuesday, January 16th. Paid political advertisement paid for by the Florida House Republican Campaign Committee. P.O. Box 10307, Tallahassee, Florida 32302. The Florida House Republican Campaign Committee endorses and urges you to vote for Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Approved by Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Republicans for Florida House of Representatives.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND. G-R-A-N-D. GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
You can watch the show over on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. And we see you over there. Your message is rolling right into us in real time. I love one particular thing about the political attack ads that you're going to hear nonstop until the election, and maybe then some.
Letting boys play women's sports.
You know what my favorite thing is? It's the switch. You know what the switch is in a political ad like that? Like, if I was running against C-Lane, the beginning starts out with, like, angry war music, you know, some, like, intense
Here's
music.
all the bad stuff about the guy we don't like.
Yeah. And it's like, C-Lane has 3 Uber 1-star ratings. And
what do you think he's going to do for the country?
And we are giving him 1 star as a politician. And they go on and they just say, oh, C-Lane eats children. They just say everything you could say bad about the other person. And then you hit the switch. And when you hit the switch, it's like beautiful music and, you know, birds chirping.
But then we have somebody else who does none of those things. 5-star reviews. Actually, 6 stars, which is unheard of on Uber.
Pets, puppies.
Doesn't eat children. He actually just hugs them all the time.
Hangs out with the neighborhood cat, gives a little food, and like all these positive, beautiful things. It's the switch. That's the best part of those ads.
I'm excited.
When it goes from bad to good. There's the bad guy, and then here's the good guy right after that. All right, we're going to hear from you and your dispatches in a moment, but the clip that started the show where Hunter Biden, I guess, walked into this hearing where they were talking about him with his attorney, and he sat down, and they were all like, oh, he's here. And then he left almost immediately, walked out of there, and they started screaming stuff at him. I guess there was more to this clip, and I wanted to hear what else went down. So let's see what we got here.
First of all, my first question is, who bribed Hunter Biden to be here today? That's my first question. Second question, you are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena.
That is weird how they do that. My second question is, you suck. You're terrible. Wait, what? How do I respond to this? She keeps going.
Deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls.
Oh, there's the question.
Come up here.
Oh, wow.
Mr.
Chairman. Did you hear her? They stopped her when she said that. She's like, what are you afraid of? You have no balls.
A congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here and...
Mr. Chairman, point of inquiry.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
If the gentlelady wants to hear from Hunter Biden, we can hear from him right now, Mr. Chairman. Let's take a vote.
Oh, God, you idiot.
What are you afraid of?
Hold on. Order.
Are women allowed to speak in here or no? Are women allowed to speak in here or no? You keep interrupting
Well, you
me.
did say you were asking a question, lady.
You know what? That's interesting. This lady who is from the Republican side, she's using all these kind of like traditionally progressive things because she said he had white privilege. And then she went on to say like, oh, what, can ladies not speak around here? And she's like adopting all of the same things that I'm sure she hates. Nancy Mace, I guess is her name. This is my first entry into the world of Nancy Mace. I had not heard of her prior to this, but they're all just screaming a bunch of dumb stuff. Hey, inflation sucks. Everything's expensive. The housing market's in trouble. Our economy is like a paper tiger right now. And this is what we got going on. This is the thing that we're going to do. Our border needs a whole lot of help. We got people just rushing over it. We have no organization going on there. You got people being bused to all sorts of cities across the country and kept in like squalor conditions.
Shot up in malls.
We got mass shootings in this country, school shootings. We got all of these. Can we talk about anything that like actually is on the mind of the average American? This is just Twitter stuff. This is like stuff that people obsessed with politics who are generally miserable. Those folks who are into this stuff. It's like you're playing a game, and the game helps nobody in America. The game helps absolutely nobody. And there they go. They'll continue on with that for some time, I would guess. There's a woman who's in the spotlight right now because she probably has sent you some mail. I would guess, well, she sent me mail. I know that. Maybe she didn't send you guys mail. Maybe Sabrina and Celine didn't get any mail from this lady, Denise Coates. Denise Coates is the joint chief executive. So she shares the CEO job at a company called Bet365. You ever get those pieces of mail.
I mean, is it all up in the junk mail? And
yeah.
So if I have, it is in the trash. I don't.
I
really
think I
ever
might
go through that.
I might have set up an account once and gambled, and they send like every couple of months, Bet365, $100 bonus deposit, whatever. They send all this stupid stuff over to me. And this lady, in the last year, her salary and all of her monies that she made is what's really, really getting a lot of attention. All right. Good for her. She got the bag, and the bag was big, but people are now saying, does this make sense? Should you be making this much money? Denise Coates, the co-CEO, not even the full CEO of Bet365, earned $281 million last year.
All right.
Which is nice if you can get it. They said her base salary is an increase of about $10 million compared to last year. The company made pre-tax losses of around $77 million, but she got $281 million. Hey, I could see how you could fix those losses for your company. You could just ditch one of your CEOs, and you would have been profitable last year, pre-tax. And they said the size of Coates' salary, which makes her Britain's highest paid woman and one of the highest paid chief executives in the world. That's not the highest paid, $250 million a year. It's drawn criticism, particularly in the light of UK's cost of living crisis right now. And they said nobody becomes a multi-billionaire in isolation from wider society. In this case, the wealth depends on money coming out of gamblers' pockets, the efforts of thousands of staff, plus wider factors like people having some disposable income. There's every once in a while, there's like billionaires doing decent things, which I think we should point out because everybody hates billionaires now. That's the en vogue thing to do. But there's people like Mark Cuban, Mark Cuban is actually up to some decent stuff. I'll give you a couple examples. One, his Cost Plus Drugs company is a great company, and they really are doing some good things to pressure the pharmaceutical companies and the whole industry to lower the cost of drugs that people like you and me have to pay for. That's one thing. The other thing is he just sold the Dallas Mavericks for like $4 billion or something, a whole bunch of money.
I thought he had still has a stake.
He does. He's still going to be like in charge, but he's selling the ownership of the Dallas Mavericks to some wife of a casino magnate.
Right.
And now he, as a result of this, has said he's going to give $20 million to Dallas Mavericks employees, not the players, like the office people, based on how long they've been working for the team. And so he's given back, and of course,
I would love to see the numbers when it goes individually, though.
Yeah, I don't know how many people work for like a team like the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know how many people work for an organization.
This is wrong, but imagine if it was 20 million people.
They get $1 a piece. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it's 200 or 2,000 people that would work for an NBA team.
I would think like 100.
How many people work for the Mavericks? Let's see if we can get an answer on this. 100 employees, they say.
Really?
That's
okay.
That's what
So points.
That's a lot of money they'll be getting as a bonus. Then.
Yeah. So
unless for the guy who just got his job 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's not good. And the people who are there the longest are going to get the most money. If you divided it up amongst all the employees evenly, it would be $200,000 a piece. Obviously, that sounds sweet. That sounds like a nice chunk of cash for an employee that's just been over there grinding for a while. But if he says it's based on the amount of time you've been here, maybe somebody gets a lot more. Maybe somebody's been there for like decades and decades and they get paid out.
I'm curious if I'm seeing 35 million, not 20.
That's the number? Okay, because I didn't remember exactly how much it was.
Yeah, Mark Cuban announces $35 million in bonuses for Mavericks employees.
So that would be $350,000 if he gave it evenly to 100 employees. There may be more than that, too.
I'm curious if it's not just a matter of how long they've been there. I wonder if it's like the level of their job.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're in the office and you have like a higher, like you're not like a C-suite level, but like if you have a more important job than, say, the guy who comes out there and does the games during timeouts.
Right. Or the janitor or the people who, work on the lower rungs of things.
Like Sabrina, she is an employee of, aren't you, or are you contracted?
I'm an employee. No, I guess technically. I don't know. They pay me.
Do you get a 1099?
Yeah.
So that would be subcontractor.
Yeah, well, let's hypothetical, and then I'll go into my emails during the commercial break. I am an employee of Orlando City Soccer Club.
Because what Sealand's saying, if you were an official employee of them and this happened to that team, you would get the same kind of thing. You would get some of the windfall of the money if the owner said, hey, I just got $4 billion, I'll run some money down to the actual people who work here. I'm trying to see if they say anything more about it. In total, we'll be paying out approximately $35+ million in bonuses to you all. To calculate your bonus, we used a framework that took into consideration how long you've worked for the Mavs. You will receive your bonus in the very near future. I'm excited to continue our work making the Mavs the best franchise in all of sports. And, so there we go. That's kind of interesting that he would do that. I mean, you could say that it's dropping the bucket to him, but it's still a nice thing. Brandon on YouTube says, what if they all quit after? I don't know if they're going to get enough for that, but it's nice to see people who have a company and get the buyouts who take care of the employees who otherwise wouldn't get anything from it. You know, sometimes you see a startup and everybody was kind of bootstrapping it for a while, and the startup gets bought out by Google, and all the people who are working for the startup had shares in it, so they end up making a whole bunch of money.
That was Instagram, right? Like Instagram was like 8 employees, and I think and Square as well when they got picked up, and they're now multimillionaires.
There's a famous story about Facebook where Mark Zuckerberg wanted this street artist to do some murals inside Facebook's headquarters, and it was like this edgy street artist guy, and they had him come in. And you can look this up, Sealand. You might be able to find out how much it was actually worth. But they couldn't pay him the amount of money that he wanted, so they paid him in stock options for Facebook. And the artist ended up just holding onto the stock options, I believe, and they ended up worth a whole bunch of money.
Sean Parker persuaded artist David Cho to take stock instead of cash for painting the walls of Facebook's first office. Now, and by now, this was written by Business Insider in June of 2015, that stock was worth $200 million.
Oh, man.
The exchange happened back in 2005 when Facebook was just a startup.
And you got to hope that you would have held on to those until you got a whole bunch of money like that. Because if you got paid with Facebook stock to do the murals, you do them and then you go, okay, I'll sell them for $2,000.
Well, the stock wasn't even public when he got paid in stock. And
it was that early.
It says the CNBC says, some millionaires reach 7 figures through hustling and penny pinchers, and David Cho, this graffiti artist, just got lucky. So it was the day that the IPO, like when Facebook went public, he was an instant millionaire. When Facebook went public at $38 a share in 2012, his stock options were all of a sudden worth $200 million, making him a bona fide millionaire.
What a day that is. Okay, we want to hear from you, and we're going to hear your voices with the dispatches that are coming in right now at thenewsjunkie.com. We also have to discuss orange peel theory, and I can't believe it, but there's something very exciting coming up in a courtroom that I think the whole world will be listening to. What is it? You're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law, clausmanlaw.com.
Checking on a couple of accidents to watch out for this afternoon. Highway 1792 southbound at Fairbanks Avenue. The right lane is blocked. Authorities are clearing up a multi-vehicle crash on the express lanes of I-4 eastbound between Kirkman Road and Florida's Turnpike. The right lane is blocked on Colonial Drive eastbound after John Young Parkway. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
Folks, I love to tell you about companies that are great, that are honest, that are going to help you out. It's a company that wants to be a partner with you and not rip you off. It's a company called Mills Air. It was started by Leon Mills way back in 1992. And since then, he's been helping people all across Central Florida with their AC issues. if your AC is making noises, if it's not working the way that it used to, if it's getting a little cold outside and you're trying to kick the heater on, it just doesn't seem to be working right, Mills Air is just a phone call away. And they're going to send out a tech. They only hire the best. The folks from Mills Air, super professional, and they strive for honesty. They're going to tell you what's really wrong, tell you what the situation is with your air conditioner, and then you could face it head on. Their techs can service any brand out there, so don't worry about that. And they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. So if you want to get big rebates, you want to save a lot, like $1,275 toward a brand new Carrier unit, that, by the way, will save you big on your power bill, you could always turn to the experts at Carrier. And you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. 407-277-1159. Or you can find them online at millsair.com.
Ugh, PB&J again.
Moms, you've got a lot on your mind. Packing a lunch shouldn't be stressful. FreshFromFlorida.com can help. They have plenty of quick, delicious lunch and snack ideas to freshen up lunchtime. Simply look for the Fresh from Florida logo where you shop for locally grown, in-season fruits and veggies to please even the pickiest eater.
PB&J again. With Florida strawberries? Thanks, Mom.
Packing lunches has never been easier. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
You made it through the holidays. Now it's time to figure out if that constant sniffle is a cold or allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help. I know, you're busy. Who has time to get an allergy test and go in for weekly allergy shots? At Aspire, we make it easy by providing same-day results and a treatment plan tailored just for you. Forget the over-the-counter meds. Aspire has solutions that actually work, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Fence Outlet customer Amy said,
"We had a fire on our property and needed to replace our fence quickly. We have grandchildren and pets, and we were concerned for their safety. A friend recommended Fence Outlet. We scheduled a free quote, and they had her privacy and safety restored quickly."
Visit FenceOutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Premier Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Premier Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Premier Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 407-723-7135. 407-723-7135. That's 407-723-7135.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Do you like beer? Then we have a fundraiser for you. Join Orlando Science Center for the 3rd annual Science on Tap Outdoor Beer Festival, presented by Land Rover Orlando. Coming to Lock Haven Park January 20th. Enjoy ciders, IPAs, stouts, and more from over 30 popular local breweries. Grab some snacks from your favorite food trucks and savor some cool science. Explore the science of suds while enjoying music, lawn games, and so much more. Proceeds will fund programs to make hands-on STEM education available for Central Florida families in need. Tickets and more at osc.org.
New year, even a presidential election year, but we are still facing the same issues. You need to prepare for the worst. Protect your home, protect your family, and protect your investments. It's time to reach out to the Oxford Gold Group. They make it simple for you whether you are buying more gold, diversifying your 401k, or buying gold for the first time. Go to oxfordgoldgroup.com/free and order the investment guide. Oxford Gold Group/free. That's Oxford Gold Group/free. Oxford Gold Group/free.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Bayer, and this is my brother Jonah.
We're two siblings who love to talk about our childhood and nostalgia and how it shaped us into the people we are today.
Who are absolutely thrilled that the third season of our podcast, How Did We Get Weird, is now out on your listening, wherever you listen.
Check out episodes we've done with Will Ferrell, Jenny Slate,
Weird Al Yankovic,
Jason Isbell,
Kenan Thompson.
The list goes on and on.
Be totally tubular and listen to How Did We Get Weird on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network, on the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
Just a bit here on the show, and so far it's anybody's game, but you can play along with us in a bit. Also, the next episode coming up soon here on the show today.
Yeah.
Miss any of the action? Go to the website, thenewsjunkie.com. That's where you can subscribe to the podcast. Man, I want to see this. I don't know if it'll be televised or not, but I would be tuning in. They said at this Trump trial in New York City, Trump wants to give his own closing argument. Like, he wants to give the closing statements in the courtroom himself.
Oh, please.
And, like, he already, they say, like, every time I read about what happened in the courtroom that day, it always says Trump appeared agitated many times during the trial. And I'm like, oh, he's sitting there going, you know, he's like ready to explode and stuff.
And his attorneys have advised him not to do the closing statement, and he still wants to do it.
His attorneys are wild, man. His attorneys are probably more wild than him. I'll tell you about that right after this here. But they say former President Trump intends to personally deliver part of the defense's closing argument at the conclusion of his civil fraud trial in New York on Thursday. So the defendants in the case, Trump, his two eldest sons, and two former Trump Organization executives, are represented by three primary attorneys: Christopher Kise, Clifford Robert, and Alina Habba. Trump is a nightmare client, you should know. Like, this is one of the guys who goes, what are you doing? Say this. No, do this. No, and he's not going to follow any strategy of an attorney. He's always going to say, I could do this better. I could do this better than you're doing. Let me up there. And so that's why he wants to give his own closing statement, which would be so fun to listen to. They said the Manhattan courtroom where the trial has been held during its first 11 weeks is currently in use for another high-profile trial, blah, 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 blah. But what this is all about is a fine for Trump, over $370 million fine that he's facing. And also he would probably be unable to do business in New York if this went through as well.
Yikes. Does that mean like they shut down Trump Towers, or he's just
they would have to sell it? They would have to divest that property because they could, unless they had some workaround. I don't know real estate that well, but they wouldn't be allowed to operate a business in New York City. And it's kind of over a dumb thing. What was that?
That wasn't me.
Damn it. The mic was on.
What was that noise, Elaine?
It was.
I thought that was a sound clip.
It's me pulling the straw out of my drink so I could turn it around.
I did too. I thought it was like a noisemaker from somebody.
It sounded like boo.
That's what I thought.
You're a Foley artist.
I thought somebody was booing the Trump case.
Boo, that's what it was. Boo, the Trump case.
So the case against Trump is so dumb. It's basically the Attorney General, Letitia James, saying that Trump inflated the value of his properties and his estate to get access to better loans at lower rates, which it seems like probably something that a lot of people do. And I don't even know if they've ever prosecuted this before through the Attorney General. I don't know, but it matters what happens in the courtroom and what the jury says and what the judge says. And what Trump says if he's going to be giving his closing argument. And man, would I like to hear that. When you talked about his attorneys, though, they are arguing in a federal appeals court. This is a different court. They are arguing, Trump's lawyers, that the president is so powerful, the position of president is so powerful, that presidential immunity would cover anything that the president does. And they went a step further, okay? And I'd love to run this by Moses DeWitt, because this is a bold strategy, Cotton. I don't think it's going to pay off. His attorneys said presidential immunity would cover the U.S. president ordering political rivals to be assassinated by SEAL Team 6.
What? Wait.
So what they're saying is the president, once you're the president, can do no wrong, can do nothing illegal. If the president does it, it is, as Richard Nixon once famously said, not illegal. So Trump's attorneys are arguing that if he said, SEAL Team 6, go kill all of my opponents.
Man, poor SEAL Teams 1 through 5. They never
Nobody
get
knows about that.
any. Yeah, I know.
This is the big one. They got bin Laden. During a heated hearing at a federal appeals court, Trump's lead lawyer, John Sauer, made a sweeping argument for executive immunity, saying that only a president who has been impeached and removed from office could be criminally prosecuted. Therefore, the former president should be shielded from criminal prosecution. And one of the judges said, could a president who ordered SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival and is not impeached, would he be subject to criminal prosecution? The attorney said, if he were impeached and convicted first, there's a political process that would have to occur. The court went back and forth over this. And essentially what Trump's attorneys are saying, which is actually correct, is if it's a president, you have to impeach them and convict them in the House of Representatives first. And once you do that, then you can put them on actual trial for something because a crime has been committed.
But in this case, was the crime committed? So the thing he's on trial for is misrepresenting his assets to get better loans, correct?
This is a different one. He's got a lot of cases that he's juggling all at the same time.
I can't keep them all straight.
Yeah, this is an obstruction case.
Okay, so this is something that he did while he was president.
Yes.
Which would then fall under this really, really large blanket of immunity that his attorneys are claiming he has.
Yes, the president has. Any president.
Which includes hiring a hitman.
Yes, which would be it would be insane if Biden was like, really? So a president could get SEAL Team 6 to assassinate their rivals? All right, we'll take that into account here.
Great idea.
Before we get to your comments that are coming in via dispatch@thenewsjunkie.com, there are a bunch of relationships that are ending. People are breaking up, and they're citing the orange peel theory as the reason for their breakup.
Oh, no. What happened?
And the orange peel theory is something that is supposed to assess the strength of your relationship. And people take this to heart, I guess. Now, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to ask your significant other if they can bring you an orange. And then
Jesus Christ. You're supposed to audit your girlfriend or boyfriend?
Yes, yeah. You're doing an audit to see how much they love you. And you say, can you peel an orange for me? And if they say, no, I'm not going to do that for you, peel the damn orange yourself, then that's it. Your relationship doesn't have the bond that you're looking for, and it should be over, and you should get out of it. And they said, it's the final straw for many of these relationships. My ex-boyfriend said the main reason he broke up with me...
You need to stop listening to TikTok. Yeah. Stop making TikTok the end-all, be-all of your decision-making.
You know what? This girl didn't even do it. She just talked about it. She said, my ex-boyfriend said the main reason he broke up with me is because I brought up the orange peel theory, and he thought it was ridiculous. Your boyfriend was right. It is stupid. It is ridiculous. And she said, you know what? I would like to be with somebody who wants to peel an orange for me. I really would.
Okay,
I'm not going to ask you to. I just want to know that you would. Is that too much to ask? She said.
That's a huge difference. Like, if the idea of them doing it, great. And then are you asking every single day and then at some point demanding that you get an orange peeled from your significant other?
No, it's supposed to be just once, just like one time to determine whether they would do it.
So that takes a long time, man. One thing is to slice up an apple. To peel an entire orange, unless you have a slicer ready to go. Or the peel machine.
Have you seen those little, like the cuties that they have?
You ever peeled an orange? orange?
I've peeled an orange, and then sometimes it comes off.
You need a machine to peel an orange?
I don't need a machine. I'm just saying it would take a lot less time if you had one. Jesus Christ. Let me guess. You don't peel Ashley's oranges, do you?
Sometimes if it's a cutie situation.
It's nothing. A cutie's like peeling a string cheese. You just like put your thumb in there and pull the thing apart, and it's nothing. It's meant to peel apart. But maybe they're talking about more traditional orange here. That's the true thing.
I still think it's a pretty easy task.
Yeah.
Slide a finger under there, and you're pretty much.
You are superheroes, Elaine. Remember that.
I'm not peeling any oranges for anybody.
I'm not. I usually just eat it with the peel on.
Oh, my
God. Like a badass, yeah.
Jesus.
It's good for your health.
They say it is. They say everything is.
Which part of your health is it good for?
Or your BH.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Well, I could use some help in that territory. So I'm going to get some of those and give it a shot while we listen to these. Let's see what's going on with your dispatches. See, it's making all kinds of noises over there. Here's a Cooch with a dispatch for us. Let's see what Cooch has to say.
My wife tried the orange peel theory on me. I had already heard about it, so I went, got the orange, peeled it, handed her the peel, ate the orange. You can guess what happened next.
Does that lead to divorce? Is that what happens? Oh, boy. Dan the Plumber is talking about News Junkie stock.
News Junkie.
Oh, he's tiny.
Happy Hump Day.
Hey.
Hey, just want to throw out there, Sean, I know you said you didn't want me to be your plumber, but
what?
I'll do all the plumbing work just for some News Junkie stock options.
Oh, he wants to do plumbing work at my house for News Junkie stock options. Well,
are we IPO already?
I have bad news. We don't have stock.
Damn.
That's number one. That's the first thing to get out there. The other thing is I don't currently need any help with any plumbing things, except for those toilets when they come in. Smart toilets. Oh, excited for that. Yeah, I might try out with one of the smart toilets, the bidet, because sometimes they have the bidets with the dryer on them. That's like the next level of bathroom
risky,
technology.
Man.
That
would be burn your BH.
Oh, it's not that hot. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
It's just a little fan, right?
I don't know.
Imagine there's some heat to it.
I only saw that it's like it has a blower built in, and I thought that was an interesting thing. And I said, I might give it a shot. We'll see what happens here. Maybe no more 4 squares of toilet paper for me. Could be a new frontier. Okay, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Coming this February to a Peacock near you. Fun, feelings, and drama ×3. We got updates, my friends. Peloton, Pedo, Selena, and Steve Steel Jokes Harvey. Plus, the latest Carmen model will be fully Electra. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Well, hey, everybody. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Hope your Wednesday is going great. Want to update you as we approach midday. Central Florida weather. Sunshine prevails. Cool, dry, light breezes for the PM. Mid-60s for the highs. Nice day. Enjoy it. Partly cloudy. Chilly overnight tonight. 46. Northeast breezes at 5 to 10. Our Thursday, 63. Mostly cloudy. Friday, a rain chance at 60%. Locally windy then with a warm high at 78. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care and have a great day.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Down payments vary, does not mean savings. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
It's the new year, and guess what? I'm in hot water. Hey, it's RC Hill here from RC Hill, Mitsubishi in DeLand. My sales are frozen. So this month, I've cooked up the craziest icebreaker ever. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car, regardless of make, model, miles, or even condition. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Plus, with my dealer next door credit approval process, you could skate home for just $8 down. We've got the banks to break the ice with lower rates and smaller payments. You can drive a car that's twice as nice. Come see me at RC Hill Mitsubishi. Check out the new Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. For your peace of mind, we provide a lifetime limited warranty. So dump that old ride you hate, and you can drive for 8. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to thousands of live radio stations, podcasts, and stream unlimited music playlists for any mood or activity. Powered by City Kia, Central Florida's favorite auto dealer.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. It means that when you hire us, you get a legal army. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
If you don't have access to health insurance through an employer, a navigator may be able to help you find affordable coverage through the federal marketplace. And the service is free. Visit online at coveringflorida.org.
What'd your mom pack you for lunch?
Let's see, a turkey sandwich, chips, and... Oh, fresh from Florida strawberries.
I'll trade you for some string cheese.
Sure. Here's my sandwich and my chips.
No, I want the Florida strawberries.
Seriously? No way.
Can I throw in my juice box?
You can throw in your lunchbox. You're not getting my Florida strawberries.
Pack the snacks your kids want to eat. Look for the sunny, fresh from Florida logo where you shop.
How about my new sneakers?
Nope.
These earbuds?
Nope.
My backpack?
Nope.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways, it's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like 70s Rock Ride, a commercial-free station featuring the best in 70s rock. Just search 70s Rock Ride and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Free never sounded so good.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive. Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza. I sure hope he brought the Pepto. Mike knows that Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie. The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is...
Also, Fritz on the street on the way. Real quick, tips at thenewsjunkie.com and anonymous emails. Hey, News Junkie, Sean spelled correctly, C-Lane, and Sabrina. I've been listening to the show since I was 18 years old. Oh, no. Are we at this point in the show now? Oh, that's a little painful. We're at the point in the show where people go, I've been listening to you since I was a kid, and now they're adults.
18 is, it's an adult.
Yeah, I was listening to you since I was 18 years old.
Did they say how old they are now, though?
It's 2013, I guess. I'm 28 now. It says,
oh God.
Listen to the show since I was 18 years old. I started my job as a housekeeper in 2013 for a property management company. I went to school for HVAC and appliance repair. I'm fully licensed. Eventually, I became a maintenance technician, and a couple of years later, became a maintenance supervisor. I'm 28 now, and I'm a resident maintenance manager while serving assistance for multiple properties all around the state.
Cool.
I've listened every day, and I couldn't be more proud of all of you. Thank you so much for getting me through my days and all of your accomplishments. Then it says, request me on Cash App if you ever need anything, and it gives his Cash App information out, which I will leave off the air. And also it says, P.S. Sabrina, my ex-girlfriend had a crush on you. She's a lesbian now. And emoji. All right, there you go.
If I had $1.
Thanks, Anonymous. Appreciate the email. And thanks for hanging out with us for all these years. Here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Oh, my God, you slut.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. If you are refinancing, buying your first dream home, perhaps you've got a quote and you want to know if it's the best deal you can get. Well, start the process today with an expert and a friend that you could trust. Go to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Don.
It was 30 years ago, 1994. Can't believe it's been 30 years that this gal went to trial. Lorena Bobbitt is right. She went on trial in Virginia. She had, of course, cut off her husband's penis with a kitchen knife while he slept and then tossed it out of her speeding car. It took him a while to find it because the cops didn't want to turn
Didn't
gay.
want to be gay. That was so funny. In the documentary where the cop's like, I'm picking that up.
I'm not gay, man. I'm not. Police found it, and doctors reattached it. She claimed John Wayne Bobbitt had raped her. She also claimed John Wayne Bobbitt is a selfish lover, saying to police, and I quote, "He always have orgasm, and he doesn't wait for me ever to have orgasm." And
that's rude. How dare he?
So there you have it, 30 years later.
I always love dudes
One of them passed away already, right? Or, no.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember hearing that, but I always love the brand of guy who is scared that something is going to turn him gay. And he is like hesitant. Yeah. Like,
even a gay man looking in his direction is, what's your deal, man? I'm not gay.
Like if I picked up a severed
that's
penis
the gayest thing anyone could do.
On the side of the road, like a magical spell comes over him and he becomes gay instantly.
Yeah. Now, if you grab that penis off the side of the road and put it in your pocket and use it later, not only are you gay, but there's some sort of, I don't know, is that necrophilia still?
That's not good, whatever it is. Some sort of bad crime.
All right, no more penis talk, and now let's get you some updates, everybody. Hot on the wire. Fresh on the wire. Off the wire. The wire is here, and I have news to give you. Aaron Rodgers.
That sounds like that podcast.
has now responded to the Jimmy Kimmel Epstein list debacle that kicked off 2024. Aaron Rodgers saying he never called Jimmy Kimmel a pedophile. And I guess...
he didn't say pedophile.
Yeah, so there's your technicality.
He just said he's going to be on the list.
Rodgers had said Kimmel was one of the several people hoping that a Jeffrey Epstein list wouldn't come out, and that led a lot of people to believe that he was implying Kimmel would be on it. Then Kimmel tweeted out saying...
Hold on.
Go on.
Because he was implying that, right?
That is every implication of it.
Yeah.
Unless
I
you're
like when
Jane
an
Doe.
article... Read that sentence again.
He said Rodgers has said Kimmel was one of the several people hoping Jeffrey Epstein list wouldn't come out.
The next one.
And led a lot of people to believe he was implying Kimmel would be on it.
When they say led a lot of people to believe he was implying, no, he was just implying that. That's what he was saying. He was trying to take a shot at Jimmy Kimmel,
but that's
which
a
is
dance,
fine.
Sean.
Just embrace it, but like clear. It's not like maybe he was doing that. That's definitely what he was doing. That's what he was up to.
So then Kimmel tweeted out, stop what you said, put my family in danger, and if you continue on with this, I'll see you in court. And then took, I think, about 8 minutes of his opening monologue for the first show of 2024 to address Aaron Rodgers. And then yesterday on the Pat McAfee show, Rodgers gave his side of the story. He noted that back in the COVID days, Kimmel mocked him for saying stuff that turned out to be, completely true. He also mocked Aaron for claiming some kind of Epstein client list even existed. So Aaron claims the reason Jimmy would hope there's no Epstein list is because that would mean he'd be proven wrong twice by a, quote, soft-brained junior college wacko. And thus, ladies and gentlemen, and non-gender conforming, I'm over this back and forth between Kimmel and Rodgers.
What's with the Jimmy Kimmel shot at people who go to like junior colleges? That's lame.
I don't
think it was everybody. I think it was just Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think Jimmy Kimmel goes around just looking for people in junior college to dunk on. I think it was just...
He's using it as an insult, though.
He is, but he just wants to insult Aaron Rodgers, and he'll find a list of things to call him out for. In this case, I think he was using the junior college part to go side by side with the fact that Aaron Rodgers thinks he's smarter than everybody on the vaccine front.
Right.
There's a lot more fallout stemming from that Katt Williams viral interview with Shannon Sharp. And it was earlier this week that Williams went on the Club Shay Shay podcast to blast a lot of famous comedians, including Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey for stealing jokes. And there was that ludicrous bit in which Luda responded by doing a freestyle in his fancy car with a fancy watch on. But according to Williams, Steve Harvey stole ideas from Mark Curry of Hanging with Mr. Cooper fame. Mm-hmm. And it goes a little something like this.
Line up. This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high-top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit.
Man unit.
What?
Man unit.
What's a man unit?
I guess the...
Well, if you don't know, then we have some questions.
High-top fade or something like that. So it took all of, minutes after that interview aired that fans uncovered the evidence of both Cedric the Entertainer stealing jokes and now a viral video showing the joke from Curry and Steve Harvey using the exact same one.
Halloween was a trip. Halloween, we couldn't afford no Halloween costumes. Hey, kids, please. Mama sent us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. We didn't know what we were.
I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell her. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know.
You've heard me say
and this
that
is Steve.
Every Halloween I had the same outfit on. I just had a brown box.
Oh.
I wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. And it was just a brown box.
Uh-huh.
And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS man.
Could have gone with FedEx and avoided this whole thing, huh?
Yikes. I get the feeling that...
This is getting a little bit out of control because there's also clips going around Twitter right now of that alleged that Katt Williams took a bit from J.B. Smoove about songs that are perfect to walk out to. And it's just like, okay, you know.
You got to do your research. Use ChatGPT to double check you're not stealing any sort of joke. Verbatim.
The only thing I get from this is I feel like the publicist for Katt Williams came out and said, Katt, we're doing a whole media tour. We're going to have you go to all the big TV shows. We're going to go all the radio shows. And he goes, I'm going to do one interview, and I'm going to make it a big one. Here we go.
It's a great bit, man. I think it's one of the top YouTube interviews or podcast interviews as far as numbers.
It's been huge for him.
And finally, we could put this to rest. I know you guys have had a hard time falling asleep at night. It's keeping you up. What actually went down between Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, and, of course, Sean's favorite, Timothy Chalamet. Completely unrelated to the three of them. Have you guys watched Saltburn yet?
Yes.
No.
Sean, have you not brought it up?
It was okay.
The grave scene?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was a lot of scenes in it where I was like, oh, my God.
Bathwater? Anyways.
There were some things.
This is not about the bathwater or humping a grave. This is about Selena Gomez. It turns out she was not gossiping about Timothy or his girlfriend Kylie Jenner at the Golden Globes. She commented on E! News posts about the viral moment with Taylor Swift and Miles Teller's wife saying, "No, I was telling Taylor about two of my friends who hooked up. Not that that's anyone's business. So case closed."
Mm-hmm. Take that.
Let's breathe that sigh of relief. And let's get on to some more drama because we got a new show headed our way, and this one's juicy, Daddy. The trailer just dropped yesterday. I sent it over to the group chat, Sean.
All right, let me see.
Peacock's Couple to Thruple. It's a new dating show where couples decide whether or not to add a third member to their relationship, and I'm pumped for this because...
Oh, my God.
Why not decide that in the privacy of your own relationship in life? Let's put it on national television. And Peacock, I assume, will include all of the dirty details and probably zero censorship, right? As far as the trailer goes, I did get the warning. It includes the word boner. So
that's fine.
Keep your ears peeled.
Here it is.
If you were given the chance at non-monogamy in paradise,
Can we show the people
would you do? I'm Scott Evans, and I will be your guide on a journey for love unlike you've ever seen before.
Yes, we have.
For the next month, 4 curious couples will be given the unique opportunity to turn that fantasy into a reality.
I've never been on a date with 3 people. You know what I'm saying?
Me either.
I'm bisexual, and he's more of a don't knock it till you try sexual.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, baby.
Haven't they done this?
I thought that they have, but this seems like, I mean, the age range. And
they haven't done it on Peacock, I think.
Yeah, I just know there's a lot of those shows. Like, I guess the one that I would know the most would be Bachelor in Paradise, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's at a resort and there's a bunch of hot people and
they're
all sort of like...
Bachelor in Paradise, like, no one's a couple just yet. They're all going in and then they could switch.
Yeah.
But, like, these are couples going into it, seeing if they want to
add another person.
Switch it up. That premieres on Peacock February 8th. It does promise 3 times the fun, the feelings, and drama. So there you have it. It's also touting itself as a social experiment. Okay, guys. Just be aware of that. And gosh, how much time do I have? 1, 2, 3.
You got about 30 seconds.
Perfect. Carmen Electra is changing her name, or at least trying to legally change her name to Carmen Electra. 51-year-old. She's filed to legally change it. I guess the birth name actually Tara Lee Patrick. And unclear why she's doing it now, considering she's always been known as Carmen Electra. But there you have it. And if you find yourself across the pond, then you might be finding yourself walking across this guy's brand new street.
David Bowie.
David Bowie is right.
Nice.
And they announced that over the week, which would have been Bowie's 77th birthday, an official inauguration took place for a road in Petty, named after the late superstar to honor his legacy, located between Jardin des Plantes Botanical Gardens and the National Library.
Ooh.
And you could cross on David Bowie and do whatever you want on there. On the Boob Tube, The Price is Right at night. I could see your voice on Fox. We Are Family on Fox, and the series premiere of Prison Brides on Lifetime. Catch Tina Fey and Fallon and you follow your dreams me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, that with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. The what's it called? Saltburn. What's the movie called again?
Saltburn. Oh yeah.
What's the name of it?
Saltburn.
Was that
Saltburn.
the one that was like purposely square when it could be
Yes.
widescreen?
Yeah, that part I didn't like.
I looked
don't
it
know.
up. They wanted to give the idea of us peeping in.
Oh,
Claustrophobia?
Okay. Well, the scene where he's like, that is one of the more disturbing things I've seen.
I found the grave scene to be a lot more disturbing. I got to be honest.
I don't know. He just kept slurping.
And now they're making candles based on.
Oh, are they really?
That bathwater. Yeah.
Well, that must be nice. Okay. All right. Quick break. When we come back, Fritz on the street.
Let's go.
Fritz is with us now, and the game is on when we come back. So here's how it goes. We represent one of you, and if you want us to play for you, now's the time to get our attention, because if we win, you win. You get your hands on the Fritz magnet for Game of Magnets. You see all of them, including that one at thenewsjunkie.com. Fritz on the street is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win a grand in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for an accident blocking the right lane on 1792 southbound at Fairbanks Avenue. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Orange Blossom Trail northbound between Clarkona, Ocoee Road, and Maitland Boulevard. The right lane is blocked. There's slowdowns on the express lanes due to a multi-vehicle crash on I-4 eastbound between Kirkman Road and Florida's Turnpike. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
From the creator of Up and Vanished comes a new true crime weekly podcast series. In each episode of Talking to Death, join Payne, Lindsay, and guests as they discuss all things crime, life, mystery, and fun.
Are aliens real?
Based on everything I've learned, I think that the government knows something. I don't know if aliens are real, but I think there's something out there that they know.
Listen to Talking to Death on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Odds are you won't die.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio.
We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hi, welcome to IKEA and our winter sale. Hi. We've got hundreds of offers with up to 70% savings across the store.
Wait, did you say 70%?
Yes.
My kids love playing dress up. Can you help us get organized?
Ooh, yeah. Check out our offers on dressers and storage.
Ooh, what about bath towels?
Yep.
Comforters, pillowcases?
Yes, and yes.
I think I need a bigger cart.
Visit IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
This is Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm McCaufman Lind in the Under Oath podcast. You listen to a lot of attorney commercials, normally concerning the qualifications of that firm, that they will fight for you, that they don't get paid unless you get paid. Instead of doing a commercial, I'm just going to give you some free advice. If you get into a car accident, make sure you receive medical treatment from a doctor within 14 days. If not, the insurance companies can hold you responsible for the first $10,000 of your medical treatment. It's not if, but when you get into an accident. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
The Fence Outlet team is knowledgeable and professional. They have fair prices and they take care of the permits. I'm very happy with my Fence Outlet fence.
Check them out for yourself at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Listen to what Dave Ryan says about Andro 400.
Andro 400, I really love it. It's amazing to me that I feel so good. I've lost 50 pounds. I was a size 38 waist. I've gone down to a 32 waist. My mood has changed. I don't get stressed out. It gave me so much more energy to walk, energy to play sports. Everything is starting to work again. It feels like I'm 25. My wife is happy. I'm so happy. I'm just a completely different man. I'm taking this stuff to the grave with me.
Men, have you lost energy and gained belly fat? Are you feeling stressed out? Fight back with Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to increase your testosterone. For over a decade, Andro 400 has helped men lose belly fat, gain energy, and feel 20 years younger. Go to andro400.com. andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive. Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza. I sure hope he brought the Pepto. Mike knows that Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie. The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Extreme Tom Keene is bankrolled by radicals. Their plan is Biden's plan. Tax more, spend more, till everything costs more. Now, Keene refuses to work with Republicans to solve the affordability crisis. Keene's cronies want to handcuff cops, release criminals, disband school resource officers, even let men play women's sports. It's crazy, it's extreme, and so is Tom Keene. But Erica Booth will fight their failed agenda. Mom, teacher, school board member. Booth will cut taxes, combat inflation, back the blue, and lower premiums by holding big insurance accountable. Send a signal to Joe Biden's Washington radicals. Vote Erica Booth this Tuesday, January 16th. Paid political advertisement paid for by the Florida House Republican Campaign Committee. P.O. Box 10307, Tallahassee, Florida 32302. The Florida House Republican Campaign Committee endorses and urges you to vote for Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Approved by Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Republicans for Florida House of Representatives.
Pay no interest. Zero during No Pay New Year at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
And all of radio. In just a moment, it all goes down. Who will win? Will I win? Will Sabrina win? Will C-Lane win? We shall figure it all out. One thing's for sure, we all fight for one of you. So we're going to pick somebody, and we'll battle for them at Fritz on the street. And if we win, you win. And you get your hands on the very rare Fritz magnet for Game of Magnets. You can take a peek at this over at thenewsjunkie.com. And when you get it, I expect you put it on your car and make it in play for Game of Magnets, because I'm picking Space Coast Native via email. Ooh. Space Coast Native is who I'm picking. What about you, Sabrina?
I'm going to go to the texting service, 77031, and I went with Steven or Stefan.
All right.
Thank you.
Steven, texting service.
It's
what about
PH.
you?
I never know.
Oh, Stefan, texting service, or Steven, either one. What about you, C-Lane?
I'm going with Mr. D Vans on Twitch.
Mr. D. Vans over on Twitch. Now, the most important question to the man of the moment. Fritz, you ready to do this thing?
Hell yeah, Sean!
All right, here we go. Let's do Fritz on the street.
Yeah, where's my mouse?
There it is.
It's time for Fritz on the street.
Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Sean.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey, Fritz.
What up? Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. That number, 866-CALL-MO. 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 10 points, we have Christopher Lane. In first place with 10 points, we have Sean Wasson. And in third place with 5 points, we have Sabrina Ambra.
I feel like that would be second place.
That's third because there's a tie for first.
It hurts. Painful.
I have 8 questions, 4 current event questions, 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, you say your name, chime in, maybe pick up that bonus point.
Was this back at trivia last night? You back on? Was this a trivia crowd?
That is correct. I was back at Cavo's Bar and Kitchen,
Dang
and
old, dang old.
it was the first 2024 trivia night, Fritz's Funhouse. It's each Tuesday. Come on out and play. We had 9 participants because the storm that went through was crazy. It was like tornadoes and everything.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, so, yeah, we had a good night. And
Captive audience, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. So, yeah, if you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point. Is everyone in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Without further ado, question number 1. Despite negative reviews, which comedian recently C-Lane?
Joe Coy.
Oh, was Sabrina? I will give it to Sabrina.
What? Wait, you called my name.
That was the greatest interception in the history of Fritz on the street.
Yeah, Sabrina's picking it up.
Sorry, I thought I heard my name.
It's never happened before. But it happened, and Fritz let it happen.
Yep. I'm gonna let it go.
I heard Sabrina. My bad.
Full question.
Or not.
Despite negative reviews, which comedian recently hosted the Golden Globes? Sabrina, you got that right. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Joe Coy?
I will go with how drunk was everybody?
I don't know. Pretty drunk?
6.
6?
4.
4 for Sean.
6.
And 6 for C-Lane. Question number 1. With answers of 4 and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone's getting 2. Despite negative reviews, which comedian hosted the Golden Globes?
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy.
Oh, it was Joe Coy. Pass. Dave Chappelle.
Joe Coy. Joe Coy.
That would be 6. Yeah. So Sabrina's picking up a 3-pointer on that one.
Kobe.
C-Lane is picking up 2 points, and we move on to question number 2. What tissue attaches a muscle to a bone?
Sabrina.
Tendon. That is correct.
Damn.
Sabby, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said tendon?
7.
7.
5.
Oh.
5 for C-Lane.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 2. With answers of 4, 5, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
I did a lot of screaming last night. Here we go. What tissue attaches a muscle to a bone?
A ligament.
A ligament?
Tendon. It's a tendon. Tendon. Ligament.
Joints. No, ligaments. Tendon.
That would be 4. That means Sean is picking up 2 points on that one, and C-Lane, with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point. Moving on now to question number 3. Gabrielle Attal has now become the youngest and first openly gay prime... Sean?
France.
France is correct.
Oui, oui.
First openly gay prime minister in which European country? Completed the question. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said France?
3.
3.
2.
2 for C-Lane.
I will go with 1.
And 1 for Sabrina. Question 3, with answers of 1, 2, and 3. Gabrielle Attal has now become the youngest and first openly gay prime minister in which European country?
England? Italy.
Italy.
France.
Denmark. France. France. Let's go with France.
That's correct.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That would be 4. So Sean, with your guess of 3, picking up 1 point. Next question is question number 4. That's halfway on Fritz on the Street. After question 4, I will tell you who so far is leading on the day. And question 4 goes like this. What animal was used in British coal mines until being phased out? C-Lane?
Canary.
Canary is correct.
Wow.
Damn, the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
Until being phased out in 1986, which is quite recently. I didn't know they were using them for that long.
Yeah, really?
Poor canary.
C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said canary?
3.
3.
Tough job. I'll say 4.
4 for Sean.
And I will say 5.
And 5 for Sabby. Question
Regrettably.
4. With answers of 3, 4, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who's getting it? What animal was used in British coal mines until being phased out in 1986?
Really rocking over there.
Cow. Elephants.
A canary.
Canaries.
Sheep. Canaries. Canary. Canary.
That would be 5. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points, and Sean with a guess of 4, picking up 1 point. 4 down, 4 to go in first
Did somebody
place.
say sheep?
Yeah, an elephant.
The old elephant in the coal mine? Yeah. Who doesn't know that one?
in first place with 6 points, that would be Sabrina Ambra.
Once you can fit the elephant in, you know there's no more coal.
Yeah, there it is. In first place with 6 points, Sabrina Ambra / Stefan Steven. In second place with 5 points, we have Sean Wasson / Space Coast Native. And in third place with 4 points, we have C-Lane / Mr. D Vans.
Oh, boy.
Oh, now to question number 5. On Tuesday, hooded gunmen raided a live TV. Sean?
Ecuador.
Ecuador is correct. On Tuesday, hooded gunmen raided a live TV broadcast as the president declared an internal armed conflict in which South American country? Sean, you got that right. It just happened before I left for
Crazy,
trivia.
man.
Out of 8 answers.
Yeah, Sean teased it at the top of the show, but it didn't actually get to it. And so now we didn't know the answer.
Perfectly.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Ecuador?
That video is insane of these
really
guys.
is.
Like, and all the people, like
You see the prison?
No, I didn't see that one, I don't think. But the guy who's the news anchor just keeps going. It's like talking with all these guns pointed at him and everything. We'll talk more about that later. I think 3 knew it.
3 for Sean.
2.
2 for Sabrina.
3.
And 3 for C-Lane. Question 5, with answers of 2 and 3.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone knows they're Ecuador. On Tuesday, hooded
3.
gunmen raided a live TV broadcast as the president declared an internal armed conflict in which South American country?
Colombia.
Ecuador. Like, what is going on there? Peru.
Colombia. Oh, God. Why do I keep wanting to say Ecuador?
Brazil.
Argentina. It's, let's go with Venezuela.
Oh,
That would be 2. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points. Yeah, you almost made me second guess myself. Sabrina's picking up 2 points, and Sean and C-Lane with a guess of 3, each picking up 1 point. Moving on now to question number 6. Which actress has starred in such films as Practical Magic, The Blind Side? C-Lane?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock is correct. That last movie, The Proposal. C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Sandy Bullock?
7.
7.
7.
7 for Sabrina.
Of 6.
And 6 for Sean. Question 6, with answers of 6 and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows her? By the way, she speaks German, Which too. actress has starred in such films as Practical Magic, The Blind Side, and The Proposal?
She was also in Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. Oh my God, it's right there.
Come on.
Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandy Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. I know who she is. I got to remember her name.
That would be 7. So, C-Lane is picking up a 3-pointer. Sabrina is picking up 2 points on that one. And Sean, with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point. We now move on. 2 remaining. We move on to question 7. Last week, documents were unsealed linking... Sabrina.
Oh, boy. So many options of an
Documents
answer.
were unsealed.
Yes, they were. Epstein.
Epstein's correct.
Almost said the Pope.
Full question. Last week, documents were unsealed linking celebrities and high-ranking politicians to which sex offender? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Epstein or Jeffrey Epstein?
I'll go with 8.
8?
8.
8 for C-Lane.
I'm going to say 7.
You're crazy.
And 7 for Sean. Question 7, with answers of 7 and 8.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see. Last week, documents were unsealed linking celebrities and high-ranking politicians to which sex offender?
Oh,
Come on.
Jeffrey Epstein. That's it.
No!
Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein.
Only need one.
Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein.
Oh, Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
That would be 8. So Sabrina is hitting a 3-pointer on that one. C-Lane is picking up 2 points, and Sean with a guess of 7, picking up 1 point. We move on now to question 8. But before we do, let's take a look at the leaderboard. In first place with 13 points, that would be Sabrina Ambra / Stefan.
Oh, yeah.
In second place with 10 points, we have C-Lane / Mr. D Vans.
Yeah.
And in third place with 9 points, we have Sean.
What the hell?
/ Space Coast Native.
I fell all the way to last place?
Yep.
Anyone's game.
And
I was tied for first.
And we move on now to question 8. What is the capital of Norway?
Sabrina.
C-Lane.
Norway. Ooh, that's a toughie. Capital of Norway is Copenhagen.
That is incorrect.
It's Denmark.
Sabrina?
Sabrina?
That would be old Norway. That's
Friggin'
Norway City.
That is incorrect.
I know.
Sean.
Let's elongate our names.
I know so many capitals, and I don't know this one.
Norwayville.
Norway's capital is, as we all know,
of course,
Studenville. That would be Oslo.
Oh, from Frozen.
Sabrina, we got you, down for question 7, so we will.
2.
1. 1 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sean.
Yes, after all that, you think, after all that hemming and hawing, you think 5 people know Oslo.
That's a good guess. Good guess. Good answer. Good answer.
I was like half paying attention while you guys were guessing, and then it came to me, and I got nervous. So I just said 5.
I'll go with 10. Thank you.
Do you want to change it?
No, I'm just sticking with
All
it.
right.
5.
Yeah, now you have to, I guess. Question 8 with answers of 1, 2, and 5. What is the capital of Norway?
Oslo. Oslo? I was going to say Sweden.
Sweden?
I don't know.
Pass.
Reykjavik.
Oslo? I don't know S about F.
Thank you for censoring yourself when you could have said about
Exactly.
There you go. That would be 3. Sabrina, your guess of 2. You are picking up 1 point. And that means in first place and winning Fritz on the Street for today with 14 points, Sabrina Ambra / Steven Stefan. In second place with 10 points, Christopher Lane / Mr. D Vans. And in third place with 9 points, Sean Wasson / Space Coast Native. That means in first place and still leading on Fritz on the Street with 20 points, Christopher Lane. In second and third place with 19 points each, Sean Wasson and Sabrina Ambra.
Wow.
So 20, 19, 19, and that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thanks, Fritzy.
There he is, the one, the only Fritz. And our winner today was Mr. D Vans, I think, right?
No.
Stefan.
No.
Stefan.
Steven, whichever one on texting. Email me, tips@thenewsjunkie.com with your name and address, and we'll get you all set up with the Fritz magnet, which is very hard to get your hands on. So congratulations to you, because this one is going to be yours. We want to hear from you. Join us with the dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. I have a massive burp, and I am
Get
just
it.
doing
Get it
my
out, man.
Let's do it.
Right now.
I'm not doing it. It's unprofessional. We try to be unlike our podcast commercials.
Oh, that was a good one. Man, she reached down and got that one.
I did. I almost threw up in my mouth.
You know, I think
And
that's the first time.
we just got paid for that.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's the first time you've ever burped on the show.
No. I do little girly ones when that typically happens, but that was deep in there.
Have you ever farted on the show and we just didn't notice it?
I have not. I just did that one fart in front of you
Impossible.
guys. No, I swear. I typically don't fart between the hours of 11 a.m. and 3 p.m.
All right. Wow, that's very specific.
As soon as I get in the car, fart city.
C-Lane is just one microphone mistake away from always getting caught at that, because I know you've been farted up in that booth over there.
Yeah, but
Small
not
boots are
audibly.
fun.
Not
Yeah,
audibly?
because you turn off the mic.
Yeah, but not all of mine are audible. They're usually more audible when I'm standing.
Right, because your cheeks are together.
Is there science to this?
Yeah, your cheeks slap together, man.
I like how he said that so confidently, and then he just put some papers away.
Gotta file these away. All right. Okay. Well, write that down. I didn't know that. Thank you. We're going to do some dispatches in a moment. Fritz, you want to hang out with us?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yes. All right. We're going to hang out with Fritz here today on the show. And
yes.
We're going to get to you right now because we got a little bit of time. So why not? Here's Julie. It says, whoops. I don't know what to expect here.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I just want to tell you about a little thing
Julie
that
on the
just happened
ISS.
to me. I listen to you guys through the app, and I have a little speaker, so I listen to through that while I work all day.
Okay.
And my boss needed something to do with an invoice and wanted to see how I created it.
All right.
So I went to screen record to show him the steps I did for this invoice. And I sent it off to him, and then he comes back with, "Are you listening to a podcast or something?"
Oh, no.
And I said, "Oh, no." I said, "Did the sound come through?"
Oh, no.
He said, "All I heard was it cut his penis off."
Was that Lorena Bobbitt's throwback?
I think it was.
Oh, dang.
Sorry about that, Julie. Hopefully she didn't get fired.
Yeah, sorry,
Promptly
boss.
apologize.
She said she promptly apologized.
That's
So
great.
Thank you for that. Here's Hillis talking about the Orange Peel Challenge.
Texas and New York listeners, please disregard this dispatch. But the peel and orange story is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You stand over the trash can, peel your orange,
Not hard.
get your vitamin C. That's all there is to it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she's saying like it's not hard to peel your own orange, but it's not about that. It's about, will somebody be your partner and step up and do this thing for you that seems like a small ask? Or are you not on the same page? That's kind of it. I think there's like 4 people doing this, and I think C-Lane's right. Mostly this is just people who very much live on TikTok. TikTok is the platform I was on. I want to say Twitter and Twitch and like all the different things at once.
Twitter.
I meant to say TikTok. You can come up with a totally different view of the world if you are over there too much.
Oh, for sure.
And one more real quick. This is Joe talking about peanut butter and jelly.
I came up with a love test a while ago. Have somebody make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
If they make it and they spread out the peanut butter and jelly to the edges of the bread like it should be, then they love you.
Okay.
If they just slop
this
it on
is
there
nightmarish.
half-ass, then they don't care that much. So deal with that info as you will.
Why don't you just ask them how they feel about you?
Yeah.
You could try that.
Communication. But
Like, hey, do you love me?
How are you going to make that into content?
I don't know if maybe it's not a test, so that doesn't work. I'll tell you what you should do. If you want to get into the world of peanut butter and jelly, they have, I was telling you that place I went to the other day, Jack and Honey's, they have a deep fried peanut butter and jelly.
Hell yeah.
It is a wild time, man. Courtney ordered that. I'm like, what the hell? We don't want this thing. And every once in a while, she'll order something, and I'll say, that's stupid. Why did you order that? And then I'll eat the whole damn thing off of her plate.
Yeah.
And that was one of those items. That's good stuff over there.
It always surprises me when people from other countries are like, oh, you Americans and your peanut butter and jelly. Like, they think it's so disgusting. I'm like, what?
What's wrong with that? Yeah, it's good stuff. This is what half of us grew up on over here. Yeah. Okay, quick break. We'll be back in just a moment hearing from you with your dispatches. Bad news about the moon. Oh, we got to call this teacher. Oh, my God, I forgot about this.
That was very nonchalant of you.
We got to call this teacher. Bad news about the moon.
Yeah.
We got to call the teacher that was like familiar with the story we talked about yesterday, where the father was okay with his son having sex with his teacher and the whole fallout from that. Okay, we'll get to that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. A bunch of takes, same pancake. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. The traffic lights are working incorrectly where Alafaya Trail meets Lake Underhill Road. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Highway 1792 southbound at Fairbanks Avenue. And there's an accident on the express lanes of I-4 eastbound between Kirkman Road and Florida's Turnpike. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway. No major problems on Florida's Turnpike. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line, 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sunshine came softly through my window today.
Florida truly is the Sunshine State, and it shows in everything we grow. When you shop, choose fresh from Florida.
'Cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now.
Fresh.
Ooh, yeah. Check out our offers on dressers and storage.
Ooh, what about bath towels?
Yep.
Comforters, pillowcases?
Yes and yes.
I think I need a bigger cart.
Visit IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways. It's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow.
Your future Olympian. And your future best in show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're conquering the unconquerable. Using artificial intelligence and data, our experts can create a personalized gene roadmap just for you, customizing your cancer treatment, giving your body exactly what it needs to fight the disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
You made it through the holidays. Now it's time to figure out if that constant sniffle is a cold or allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help. I know, you're busy. Who has time to get an allergy test and go in for weekly allergy shots? At Aspire, we make it easy by providing same-day results and a treatment plan tailored just for you. Forget the over-the-counter meds. Aspire has solutions that actually work, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product, and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really feel the difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength, all natural testosterone booster. The safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Hey, what's good, guys? This is Angel from the Monsters. You guys know I love to cook on my Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive, and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassy's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories, everything that you need. They have the classroom set up so you can teach you the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg as well. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassy's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee, so check them out. It's Wassy's Meat Market. Check them on Instagram or go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Extreme Tom Keene is bankrolled by radicals. Their plan is Biden's plan. Tax more, spend more, till everything costs more. Now, Keene refuses to work with Republicans to solve the affordability crisis. Keene's cronies want to handcuff cops, release criminals, disband school resource officers, even let men play women's sports. It's crazy, it's extreme, and so is Tom Keene. But Erica Booth will fight their failed agenda. Mom, teacher, school board member. Booth will cut taxes, combat inflation, back the blue, and lower premiums by holding big insurance accountable. Send a signal to Joe Biden's Washington radicals. Vote Erica Booth this Tuesday, January 16th. Paid political advertisement paid for by the Florida House Republican Campaign Committee. P.O. Box 10307, Tallahassee, Florida 32302. The Florida House Republican Campaign Committee endorses and urges you to vote for Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Approved by Erica Booth, Daniel Perez, and Alex Andrade. Republicans for Florida House of Representatives.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
about this story where prosecutors charged a man for his son's relationship with a teacher, which sounds a little confusing, but they said, here's the actual story from KRCG. Pulaski County prosecutors charged a man for allowing his 16-year-old son to have sex with his teacher. The man is charged with endangering the welfare of a child. He's 16, the child is. The teacher is 26. Haley Clifton Carmack is her name. She's up on See It Now at thenewsjunkie.com. She's got all kinds of charges against her. Court documents say a witness came to the father to tell him about the sexual abuse between his son and the teacher. The man said he knew Clifton Carmack and his 16-year-old son were in a relationship and used students as lookouts while they had sex during school. And he said, look,
he knew that they used students. It wasn't him using the students.
Right. Yeah. But he's saying the father was saying, I knew this was going on and I was allowing it to happen at my house. And, I just figured they were going to do it anyways. So I might as well embrace it. Yeah. And we've got Anonymous on the phone who reached out.
Putting them on?
Yeah. Go ahead. When we started talking about this, Anonymous, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, excellent. So you reached out to me when we were talking about this story and you said there's more to this than we were made aware of. What more is there to this story about this dad who knew his 16-year-old son was in a relationship with the teacher?
His dad let her come see him when she took off to move to Texas or stay in Texas to try to get away from it all. And you just question, why would he do that? Because they've got to know But, I mean, the teacher's not without her own responsibility in it. And it is, I mean, her responsibility in that part is insane. I mean, students knew. She had an OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
Prior to the
Instagram.
relationship?
Yes.
Wow.
That came down when the charges came out, but I've seen the photos of it. And she had students on her Instagram, which technically in Missouri is illegal.
Okay, so are you saying that this was like the worst kept secret at this school where this teacher was? Like, all as far as you know from other teachers and stuff, all the other people at the school knew this relationship was happening?
I think there were suspicions that weren't told, and students knew, and it wasn't necessarily just a handful of students. There were a lot of students who knew, but, you know, she was the beautiful, cool teacher. So why would they want her in trouble? Because, you know, she was more worried about being the cool teacher than being a good teacher.
All right. So you are in the area there somewhere, and we're keeping you anonymous for, you know, obvious reasons. And you were telling me one of the things that causes a lot of this is that a lot of these people aren't even teachers. Like, she's not actually a teacher, right? The woman who was in this relationship with the student.
No, it's a small district, and it's got its history, and nobody applies there. So what they have to do is get a content substitute license, and that just means they can teach, but they've got 2 years to finish their degree. So they've not.
God, and went in with the full controversy and arrest when she just had 2 more years to get the license.
So what? Yeah, no. What she's saying is they will allow you to teach if you don't have all the schooling, but you promise that within 2 years you're gonna become officially a teacher. And in the meantime, you're just allowed to step in and just start teaching kids. And this lady was like this, and I guess as are a lot of other teachers at these schools. And she sneaks in there and starts having a relationship with this student. And what have you heard? Like, have you heard anything about other students in the classroom and how this teacher may have acted in the classroom?
I mean, her clothing was talked about frequently. You know, low-cut shirts, short dresses. She's very tall, so any dress she wore, the excuse was, well, I'm tall. It's like, well, I know you're tall, but you know, a parent can say that is too short. And the way she walked, the boys would try to guess the color of her underwear, from what I understand, because, you know, she bounced when she walked, and it just became a huge ordeal from the beginning.
If this was going on, how long was this going on before the authorities got involved?
I believe one student said towards the end of the school year last year. And then I think the investigation started in November, and then she was asked to leave in December.
Not talking necessarily about the relationship with the student, but the wearing of inappropriate clothing and the stuff like that, the guessing of the underwear color. Obviously, it sounds like from what you're saying that there had been maybe not complaints, but at least talk about this teacher for a while.
Yes, she'd been told to stop getting so close to students.
Oh, okay. Do you think this is a larger problem, Anonymous? Like, are there a lot of teachers that are finding themselves in this exact position? We don't know how big the problem is?
I mean, I think it will come to light. Everything comes to light. I do think that it's bigger than what people understand. Or, you know, when you think of your kids, sometimes you don't want to think of the bad parts that are there, but you have to be prepared for all of it. But, yeah, I think it's a bigger problem than what it's being made out to be.
There's people in chat right now who are claiming that you are jealous, and that's why you're coming forward and saying this.
This is chat, not
way.
us. And could you address why you think that this would be important and you're not jealous?
I was a parent, and I know how I would want my children's teachers to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes from concern that when they hire in like these content substitutes, they're essentially learning to teach on your students.
Yeah, right.
And they don't know the professionalism that goes along with it. So there's so much that's lacking, and stuff like this comes up.
Right. But with the lack of teachers and such an issue with finding good quality teachers, like, where's that middle ground for it? As someone who has been in this world for so long, I mean, you've seen the lack of teachers, and I'm sure what it does for all of you, even your salaries and whatever trails down from that. Like, what's the middle ground for it?
Yeah, it's rough altogether. And yes, Missouri needs teachers. The only thing as a parent I could see that is for, if they want to help, then a school to come forward and say, if you will teach at our school at this time, once you get done, then we will reimburse you for part of your tuition or something. I think there's a better way of doing it than what's being done now.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the information. Thanks for talking to us today,
You
Anonymous.
little gossip queen.
Oh, I know.
There you go. Bye-bye, Anonymous. You people in chat are monsters. What is wrong with you people? She's
they always
jealous.
are.
She was trying to tell her side of the story. She's saying that all the people at this school knew about this. Like,
I don't know.
This
She
was
had an
something
OnlyFans too.
I didn't know that
hustler.
either. Yeah, I guess there's a lot
Sabrina
of talk
was trying to Google it.
on the.
No, it wasn't.
There's a lot of talk on the different Facebook pages, but she was a teacher in the area. I can't say much more about it than that.
I mean,
who had heard all
know
of
the state.
Yeah, we heard all the behind the scenes stuff. And I think, look, she's right to point out that this is bad and wrong, folks.
Yeah,
Weirdos.
It's still statutory rape.
She's jealous because everyone wants to bang students. What's wrong with you?
Jesus, man. Okay, quick break. We're way behind. We'll come back with jury duty and see what's going on with the moon. I mentioned that earlier. We got a problem with the moon. What's happening? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
College basketball rolls on tonight with UCF hosting third-ranked Kansas. The Knights are coming off a weekend loss to Kansas State. Teams heading in opposite directions will meet Monday when the surging Buccaneers host the struggling Eagles in a playoff clash. DraftKings line has Tampa as 3-point underdogs. And Netflix will launch another sports docuseries this month. NASCAR Full Speed will follow drivers during last season's playoffs. I'm Scott Davidson.
The fully electric EQS sedan from Mercedes-Benz is innovation on a magnificent scale. Available with the epic 56-inch touch-sensitive hype screen. The vehicle is all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. Learn more at mbusa.com/EQS.
Real Radio wants to provide the assist on your holiday bills by putting $1,000 in your hand. $1,000 13 times a day. You know the drill. Just listen for the keyword to win $1,000 each hour weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer the phone from a number that will probably say no caller ID when they call back the winner, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Legal, we'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get
a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
It's a no-pay new year at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy a new Nissan and make no payments for 6 months. That's 0%. Plus, shop the best selection of certified pre-owned Nissans at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Click OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
From the creator of Up and Vanished comes a new true crime weekly podcast series. In each episode of Talking to Death, join Payne, Lindsay, and guests as they discuss all things crime, life, mystery, and fun.
Are aliens real?
Based on everything I've learned, I think that the government knows something. I don't know if aliens are real, but I think there's something out there that they know.
Listen to Talking to Death on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Odds are you won't die.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties so that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
New year, even a presidential election year, but we are still facing the same issues. You need to prepare for the worst. Protect your home, protect your family, and protect your investments. It's time to reach out to the Oxford Gold Group. They make it simple for you whether you are buying more gold, diversifying your 401k, or buying gold for the first time. Go to oxfordgoldgroup.com/free and order the investment guide. oxfordgoldgroup/free. That's oxfordgoldgroup/free. oxfordgoldgroup/free.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Introducing the latest way to hear the greatest station in the world. Just tell Siri to 104.1. You're welcome, iPhone users. Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
What's happening in Ecuador in jury duty, because it is a wild ride. Also, Sealand has found the police report for this.
Oh, man, it is juicy.
The teacher?
Yeah. The lady apologized afterwards. She said she was so nervous.
Oh, that's fine. She's
okay,
fine.
Gal. Don't listen to the texters or the chat people. Everyone else except for us.
She just said that this is a problem, and she's focused on two things. One thing was, and this is a real serious issue, we have an emergency, really, with teachers in America. We have a shortage of teachers who are actually educated and ready to go to be teachers for these children in elementary school, middle school, and high school. And we also have people who aren't teachers who are in those positions because of the teaching shortage, right? So you have people who are underqualified, who are helping out, or in some cases taking over classrooms full of kids, and that's not great. And then from there, you go to the problem where at this school, at least, it seems like it was the worst kept secret in the world that there was a teacher who was flirty with the students and who was having sex with a 16-year-old, and the kid's dad even knew about it. But we'll have to get to this police report in just a bit. We have a problem with the moon, and they said Artemis is the program that NASA has, which aims to return astronauts into the moon this decade, on the moon, not into it, hopefully.
Let's get in that moon, man.
International push for lunar exploration. They said there's some delays now, and they're kicking the can down the road until at least September 2026. It was going to be next year that Artemis was headed for the moon.
Was all this back and forth happening when they first went to the moon, by any chance?
Well, they had to work on it for a while for the first Apollo mission. I know that. And then when they eventually got to the moon, they did it a bunch more times, and they kind of had it down to a science. But Artemis 3 is good for the moon deniers. The moon landing deniers are like, you see? Can't do it in 2024. So there you go. All right, let's get into this. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, don't worry about things. Just make sure you get yourself taken care of, and then you get Moses on the line at 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. So let's talk quickly about Ecuador, because there's a lot happening there. There's a TV station in Ecuador, and a lot of frightened people as they watch these scenes right here play out, where this gang overtook the TV station. They got guns out all over the place.
This is all about that drug lord that escaped?
Yeah, there was a drug lord that I'll get into that because that's really confusing too. But this is the actual TV station. You got guys with guns all over the place, and they're pointing them at the host. The hosts are like, continue to broadcast.
And they're hitting them too. They're hitting the staff.
They're attacking them. You could hear all kinds of screams throughout the TV station when they took over.
One dude forgot to cover his face.
And so what this is all about is in Ecuador, they have a major gang problem. And these gangs are tied to a lot of the cartels in Mexico. And these particular gangs, now the government is declaring war on them because they were taking over a couple of towns and they were involved in some pretty frightening things, including this television incident. But it's all about, as Sabrina was mentioning, the head of one of these gangs has been in prison for a while. He escaped one time previously, and then they caught him again. And then they said he's either still hiding in the jail that they had him in, or he's been freed. That's the last I heard about this. And I seriously doubt the drug kingpin is hiding in the jail.
If you are, how big of a jail is this that you cannot check every nook and cranny?
It seems like you would figure that out.
Well, from what I understand, the prison's been taken over.
Yes, there was one prison that they said was taken over at one time, but they got back control of it. But there were these gangs in charge for a while. And they say that the kingpins or the drug kingpins and gangsters and stuff, they can basically operate with impunity out of these prisons. Like, they can still control the gangs from inside the prison.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how it's working over there. And all of this just reminds me of the thing that first got me on to how crazy things were getting in Ecuador. Have you ever seen the Batman and Joker thing? You guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, my God. This is from about a year ago, I think. And this was a real report. And Batman and Joker were going around. These were members of some gang terrorizing people in Ecuador. You have to see this. I'll put this up on CNN. Here it is, all right?
Llamó la atención. Vaya, señor José Delgado. Tanto tiempo sin verlo.
This guy's dressed up as Joker.
O no se acuerda de los pobres.
With a real gun?
I think that might be fake, but these guys are absolutely their minds.
I like it.
A guy full-on Joker and a guy full-on Batman on the streets of Ecuador. And the moment I saw this, I go, Ecuador is a strange place right now, man.
Yeah, they really let it all hang out.
They got some stuff going on. It's getting exciting over there. But they've called this an internal armed conflict, and they said that they're going to shut down all of this gang activity. Hopefully, they're able to do that because this is not great for travel and stuff, obviously. Okay, when we come back, we've got another story about a teacher. We've got, of course, C-Lane got the police report on this story we've been going over for the last 2 days.
It gives.
I'm going to bring that up.
Yeah.
So we can go over this and see what's in the actual police report. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for an accident causing delays where Anderson Street meets Westmoreland Drive heading westbound. The traffic lights are working incorrectly where Alafaya Trail meets Lake Underhill Road. Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Highway 1792 near Fairbanks Avenue. Watch out for that one. Traffic is up to speed on I-4. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
It's the new year, and guess what? I'm in hot water. Hey, it's RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. My sales are frozen. So this month, I've cooked up the craziest icebreaker ever. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car, regardless of make, model, miles, or even condition. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Plus, with my dealer next door credit approval process, you could skate home for just $8 down. We've got the banks to break the ice with lower rates and smaller payments. you can drive a car that's twice as nice. Come see me at RC Hill Mitsubishi. Check out the new Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. For your peace of mind, we provide a lifetime limited warranty. So dump that old ride you hate, and you can drive for 8. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Attention! Our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96. And get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
You made it through the holidays. Now it's time to figure out if that constant sniffle is a cold or allergies. Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help. I know, you're busy. Who has time to get an allergy test and go in for weekly allergy shots? At Aspire, we make it easy by providing same-day results and a treatment plan tailored just for you. Forget the over-the-counter meds. Aspire has solutions that actually work, so you can say goodbye to allergies for good. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Hey, Dr. Portrayal.
Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. In 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected.
Ethos fast and easy online term life insurance up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Cash. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Jump.
You that we can show up here every day and get a paycheck. And if you miss any of this, you can go over to thenewsjunkie.com and subscribe to the podcast right now. I saw yesterday after the show, there was this whole kerfuffle online on the internet, specifically on Twitter.
Facebook.
That's where it all went down.
That's where many kerfuffles end up happening.
They sure do, Celine. That's right. But they said the SEC, which is the Securities and Exchange Commission, their official X account or Twitter account, depending on what you're calling it these days, posted a tweet. And the tweet said that the SEC had approved Bitcoin to begin trading. And it's something that has been widely anticipated by the crypto market. It was a fake post, though. Somebody had they had hijacked the SEC's Twitter account and posted this, and Bitcoin spiked up real big. And so you just sold know. Then? It went up and then down really quick, but you know without a doubt that there was all the people who were involved in posting that tweet on the SEC account and hacking it and taking it over definitely were sitting there waiting, and then they just sold, or they gobbled it up at some point, or they did something to make money off of this. They said the SEC Gov Twitter account was compromised. They did not have two-factor authentication on, which, come on, man. You're the SEC. This is the government. They could tweet out things that just change the global markets in a second. That's bad.
And it is amazing to me, though, that could change just because of a tweet going out.
Yeah.
It used to be an official letter and maybe a blog, maybe a press release, but now it's just they tweeted it, must be real.
Yeah, and they had a previous tweet that people had brought up from a couple years back that said, don't believe everything that you hear about the SEC unless it's posted here on our Twitter account. You go, nice. It didn't age as well as they probably hoped it did. So we've been talking about this Haley Clifton Carmack lady. She's a teacher. She's in big trouble. She's been arrested in Texas, where she had fled to, and I think what did you say, Celine? She's awaiting extradition back to where she came from.
That was the plan. I don't know if she's already started that process or moved back or
to Missouri. Yeah, so they were trying to get her. She had left town, and Celine has the police report on this. And they talked about a witness. There was one witness that they spoke with.
There was two confidential witnesses that they interviewed, but the majority of the story comes from the first one.
Yeah, and he's somebody who knew that this teacher was having sex with her 16-year-old student. She was 26, student 16. And he wanted to come forward, and he told the school, which you're supposed to do, and then he told the police. And he was doing everything he possibly could. And here's the police report. It says sexual contact with a student and all the other charges that they had against her. It says the facts supporting this are as follows. So this is going to talk about this little whistleblower kid. They said, I was contacted by LeKay SRO Brian York regarding a student who had come forward to report a sexual relationship between a student and a teacher. The teacher involved was identified as Haley Carmack, a.k.a. Haley Clifton. I was able to speak with the witness after obtaining permission from their guardian. So they went over and said, hey, can we talk to your kid about whatever drama's going on here? And the parent said yes. According to the witness, they learned of the relationship after the confidential victim, a 16-year-old, showed them photographs of their back with scratches. The victim advised the scratches were from Haley, that's the teacher, and the victim had sex with her in the witness's driveway. The witness also stated they overheard a phone call between the victim and Haley. During the phone call, the victim stated it was his birthday, and the teacher replied from the other end saying, I'm out of state, but I can send you some money, baby. And I guess the teacher was sending this 16-year-old cash. During the interview, the witness stated that Haley is too friendly with her students and sometimes will dress inappropriately at school.
Hey, that's what our interviewer said.
That's true. When asked to describe...
This is where we get the headlights word that we were curious about yesterday.
This is like a teenage kid who's given this interview. When asked to describe what inappropriate was to them, the witness stated she will wear tight or low-cut shirts to show off her, quote, headlights, and will wear tight leggings that, quote, show off her camel toe.
Okay, but I gotta say, headlights is kind of an old term, man.
It is, yeah. That
makes me think that's an older
70s.
person.
Yeah.
No, it was a student, they said. It was somebody at the school. That's what it said. The only thing they told about him was that. So leggings that show off her camel toe. The witness also
Headlights
stated
is like a joke that I would tell in elementary school.
Right.
Yeah, but you're like, in your 30s now versus could you see some kid like in the 2024 saying headlights as describing someone's breasts?
I don't know, kids.
It seems like milkers. Right? It's on that level of like,
Fun balloons.
What are you saying?
Sweater
meat. They said the witness also stated Haley has openly discussed her personal life with the class and stated she has gotten in trouble with the administration for being, quote, too close with students. This information was verified by the superintendent of the school, who said she was spoken to about it. However, no other parties other than Haley, the principal, and superintendent knew about the discussion.
All right, this next paragraph has something in it that I'm curious about. I mean, it has something very fun in it. But also, there's something in there I think we should ask Mo about, because her husband could be in trouble, I think, if this is true.
It says the witness also stated the victim had told him he was the reason for her divorce, and the divorce was pushed through. Haley, that's the teacher, had wanted a divorce due to her husband only wanting to do, quote, butt stuff. The school was able to tell me information provided by the witness, and so far it's been consistent with what he reported to a teacher.
So stop right there. Like, if that's true, it says the confidential witness said that the reason for the divorce was the student. That means the dude knew about that she was banging her students, and that's part of the reason they got divorced, and he didn't say anything?
Oh, yeah, that could bring him into it, too.
Could he be like an accessory to whatever all these charges she has is?
I guess that might be a Mo-less question, but
yeah,
I don't know. Could you imagine going through all that? And it's like, if I report her, it's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, big time. And that's what this was now. And then finally, they confront the teacher here. On 12/8/2023, I returned to the school to make contact with Haley and seize her phone via a search warrant. Haley handed over the phone with no issues and did not have the normal behavior of somebody facing the same accusations. Haley denied having any kind of relationship with any students outside of the school. I advised Haley, even if she spoke to students outside of the school, there was nothing illegal about it, just a school policy violation. I spoke to her about the accusations, and Haley denied all of them and stated she has never had contact with the victim outside of school. I thanked her for her time and ended the interview. Then when they looked in the phone, they found all the evidence that there was conversations going on between her and the student. How crazy that she was just like so confident, like, what? That's
way.
poppycock. That's all nonsense. Those are lies. But no, they weren't. They absolutely weren't. I love how this kid sounds like straight up Matthew McConaughey in like Dazed and Confused or something.
Headlights, baby.
She had her headlights out and camel toe, and the guy only wanted to do butt stuff. No, man, don't take that thing. Why did I put that out there in the world? Okay, let's go over to you. Let's see what you got going on. Cosmic Lunch Meat hits us with a first dispatch of 2024. Well, thank you for that.
Dear News Junkies.
Hey.
Good all the days. My first dispatch of 2024, and I just wanted to say hello to C-Lane, Sabrina, Sean, and Mr. Fritz.
Hello.
Hey, wanted to give a little shout out to my nephew. He is the chef on the next season of Below Deck.
Oh, really?
He's a little French guy. He's a handful. He's dramatic, and it should be awesome. But I'm really super proud of him. I'm sure he's going to do great. I despise that show, but yeah, excuse me.
Well, you don't want him to do great, do you? If he's going to be the chef on Below Deck, it's a reality show. You want him to like be chaotic and like
it is. What's so fascinating about Below Deck is like it's like Vanderpump, for example, same network. It originally started like this is the behind the scenes of the employees at a restaurant, and then by season 3, it was like, let's film you doing a shift for 30 minutes, but you're making loads of money doing something else. From what I understand, Below Deck is like, no, they're working their asses off the entire time.
I just realized, or I just learned, that I guess they were so desperate for more Below Deck content that when it's like not yachting season, they've started putting them in a house like Real World, just so they can have more like drama and have them like, oh yeah, everybody get in the house and bang each other.
But they have to pretend that they're still on the ocean.
That's not nearly as pathetic as the 90 Day Fiancé, how desperate they got for new content.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Here's people who are on the show talking about the show while watching clips of the show, pillow talk, and it got really deep into things. Here's Man Kickin', who says, I agree with Joe. Which Joe?
Yes, I'd just like to say I completely agree with Joe about the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. If you're going to make the sandwich, do it right.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make it with love.
That's true.
Yeah. Wiggle, pop.
Yeah. All right. Just spouting out truth here today. Thank you for that, Man Kickin'. We appreciate you. We're going to leave those where they are right now. I do want to bring something up real quick before we take a break here, because there is just all of this dystopian robot stuff out there I see every day. I'm trying to ignore it so I don't freak out and have a panic attack here. But now there's a grocery store in England. They wouldn't dare try this in the United States of America. They're using RoboCops, as in robots that have like sirens and cameras and stuff, to stop people from stealing beer and booze at the grocery stores in England. And you can look this up to see what it looks like. It's called a Safer Pod S1S. That's the name of the actual robot. Safer, S-A-F-E-R, and then Pod, P-O-D, S1S. And this stupid little thing has like a solar panel and all this stuff, and it monitors people. And if you try to steal something, it sets off all kinds of sirens and alarms. If you did this in the United States of America, people would just steal the robot. They'd take that. They wouldn't be scared of the RoboCop. They'd kick that thing's ass and knock it over. But Morrison's in the UK is now bringing in the RoboCops to try to stop people from stealing stuff.
I would love to see the invoice for that.
Oh, you mean how expensive the robot is?
Yeah. Like, is it really worth
time.
it? And are you firing people that could actually like earn a living from it?
Could actually take down someone.
Sometimes with the robots, they have to go, well, we're going to pay X amount of money up front, but over 8 years,
but no benefits. Don't have to worry about health care.
You don't have to pay the employees, you don't have to pay all that, but it takes them a long time to break even, I think. It's like if you buy an electric vehicle. I think there's like a long period of time that it takes to where you're making money off of the exchange. All right, let's just do actually one more real quick. One more opportunity to work yourself into the show today for I'm a PC.
I gotta say, Cosmic Lunch Meat's dispatch about his nephew, I for sure thought was gonna go that his nephew was the one banging the teacher.
No, that's not what he was getting at. He was not bringing that up, sir. That was not it. A teacher has a list for us, and this one is not sexual at all. Plus, drama on the Food Network. I'm out of the Food Network loop, but maybe C-Lane will know what's happening here.
I'm gonna flex these, crack the knuckles here and get ready for this drama.
We'll see if you know this person and what they're up to. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple accidents to watch out for on Sand Lake Road between Florida's Turnpike and Orange Blossom Trail. At Anderson Street, westbound at Westmoreland Drive, there's an accident there. Traveling on I-4, you could expect delays westbound between the Beach Line and approaching State Road 535. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ViStar Credit Union. ViStar Credit Union is growing and is proud to open their 20th Central Florida branch in Altamont Springs. They are now open and ready to help you reach your financial goals and life goals. Welcome to a better way to bank. Visit ViStarCU.org/Altamont Springs or come visit at 151 North State Road 434. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you're in the market for your next four-wheel drive truck, Nations Trucks has 71 4x4s to choose from. They're on the lot right now. They're waiting for you and starting at just $33,995. They've got everything from Chevy Z71s, Ford F-150 Super Cruise, and lifted Ram Sports. And if you got a few bumps on your credit, that's not a problem. A lot of people do. Nations Trucks has got that taken care of. 35 lenders they've got ready to work with everybody. So what are you waiting for? Time to make the upgrade. Time to visit nationstrucks.com and pick out an amazing truck today. Or just go down and see them in Sanford, 1792, 1 mile south of Lake Mary Boulevard. Let them know C-Lane from the News Junkie sent you.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
From the creator of Up and Vanished comes a new true crime weekly podcast series.
In each episode of Talking to Death, join Payne, Lindsay, and guests as they discuss all things crime, life, mystery, and fun.
Are aliens real?
Based on everything I've learned, I think that the government knows something. I don't know if aliens are real, but I think there's something out there that they know.
Listen to Talking to Death on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Odds are you won't die.
Hey, it's RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. My sales are frozen. So this month, I've cooked up the craziest icebreaker ever. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car. Plus, with my dealer next door credit approval process, you could skate home for just $8 down. But hurry, this deal will melt away fast. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
West 2 News, now here for you at 7 p.m. Because breaking news doesn't wait for the right time.
News never stops.
And that's why our team keeps going.
We're adding more coverage of what matters most to Central Florida. The big stories that will have you talking. An accurate forecast you can depend on. Stuart Moore, Michelle Imperato, Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows that Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hi, welcome to IKEA and our winter sale. Hi. We've got hundreds of offers with up to 70% savings across the store.
Wait, did you say 70%?
Yes.
My kids love playing dress up. Can you help us get organized?
Ooh, yeah. Check out our offers on dressers and storage.
Ooh, what about bath towels?
Yep.
Comforters, pillowcases?
Yes and yes.
I think I need a bigger cart.
Visit IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Bayer, and this is my brother, Jonah.
We're two siblings who love to talk about our childhood and nostalgia and how it shaped us into the people we are today.
Who are absolutely thrilled that the third season of our podcast, How Did We Get Weird, is now out on your listening, wherever you listen.
Check out episodes we've done with Will Ferrell, Jenny Slate,
Weird Al Yankovic,
Jason Isbell,
Keenan Thompson.
The list goes on and on.
Be totally tubular and listen to How Did We Get Weird on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
A millionaire. There's a couple of topics where I'm like, oh, I know who my phone a friend would be. I know exactly who I'm calling on that one.
Am I any of them?
Yes, for the Food Network stuff. You would definitely be, because I go like, C-Lane seems to know a lot about the Food Network stuff, or maybe food stuff in general.
Yeah, it's a passion for him.
For instruments, anything to do with instruments or recording, it would 1,000% be Fritz. I would be like, call Fritz. He's going to help me on this. He's going to get the right answer.
I'm excited for this next one.
For Sabrina, what would it be? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't want to say like the obvious things. Like, I don't want to say if it was like a marijuana-related thing that I would call you. I'm trying to think.
You're stumped on one of those classic Beyonce Who Wants to Be a Millionaire questions.
Yeah, guys, I have, smarts and other things.
If it was Beyonce, I would 100,000% definitely call you. It would be my phone a friend on that. What do you think would be a good phone a friend?
That's a great way to deflect the question, Sean.
I'm doing my best over here. I'm trying to think.
I feel
Fortnite?
Fortnite.
You play Fortnite? You're good at Fortnite?
Pop culture. Maybe pop culture.
Pop culture. I don't know.
Anything with lesbians.
Is that a category? If that popped up, I would 100% say Sabrina's going to know about this. She's my shoe-in. She's going to help me figure this out.
Really, really curious what the lesbian question
Where's the G-spot?
would be.
Yeah, they could ask all sorts of things. You never know what's going to come up. But in this case, it's about the Food Network. So we phone a friend, C-Lane, on this. And even then, I don't know if you know who this guy is. I've never heard of him in my life until today. He's in big trouble, though. Darnell Ferguson? Does that ring a bell?
Is he one? Is he the black chef that does the like family kind of meals thing?
Yeah, they call him Super Chef, I guess. Darnell Super Chef.
Oh no, he's hosting the or part of the Super Chef Showdown, I think.
Yeah, Super Chef Grudge Match, and
it's like it's weird. They've kind of shifted to this Super Chef thing. I don't know if that means they're parting ways with the idea of the Iron Chef, or they're trying to make just a new one. I don't know if Super Chef is better than Iron Chef. It's kind of like every once in a while they try to like reinvent the wheel over at Food Network, and I'm like, I don't know what we're doing.
Wait, so we got Top Chef, Iron Chef.
That's not Food Network though.
Super Chef and Master Chef. We've got a lot of these kind of shows out there.
All these different, Iron Chef got huge in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came over, and they did the Iron Chef where it was supposed to be the guy's nephew. And I think some of the networks picked up on this and went like, we need to have a competition, and it needs to have, at the end of this, we need to give you a name. We need to give you some sort of like
title.
Yeah. And so obviously Top Chef, Master Chef, it's kind of
Super
along
Chef.
the same thing, but it's really just up to these people.
Mega Chef.
Yeah, it's up to these people to just make it up as they go along.
Now, is Darnell Super Chef Ferguson, was he like a controversial type character?
Not that I know of.
Because he's in big trouble. He's been arrested in Kentucky. He's been booked into the Louisville Metro Jail, this Food Network star, on 2 felonies, including burglary and strangulation, according to a rep from him. He also faces 5 misdemeanors, assault, menacing, which always sounds real bad, criminal mischief, terroristic threats, and theft receipt of stolen credit and debit card, it says.
Yeah, and he undercooked the chicken, too. You don't do that. So.
Unbelievable. We don't know yet the circumstances surrounding his legal troubles, but they've reached out. They said something went down with this guy, and it got real bad because he's got 2 felonies and a handful, 5 misdemeanors.
It says he threatened to kill a woman while ripping off her shorts.
Jesus.
Wow.
Was he on drugs or something?
I think it's just a typical day for him, my man.
Chef.
For Darnell Ferguson?
Jeez.
I didn't know things got that wild over there on the Food Network.
Metro Corrections booking shows Ferguson had been processed at the jail before 4 p.m. Tuesday. He illegally entered a woman's home, Once inside, he began yelling at her and punching the walls, causing damage.
What?
He grabbed the victim by her neck with both hands, according to documents, and began choking her. This is when he threatened to kill her. The woman told authorities she couldn't breathe and lost consciousness. When she regained consciousness, she was on the floor. Ferguson allegedly ripped off her shorts. He then demanded to see the woman's private area and told her she was his and no one else's.
Whoa. This dude's fired, right? I mean, I don't know if you can survive
We'll see
that.
him in 3 years.
That is quite the story to have with your name attached to it.
I mean, like, usually if you can get a good, decent show on the Food Network, like any of the stuff that Guy Fieri has, I don't even know what he's currently making now, but even shows that he doesn't make anymore air all the time.
Yeah.
And if you can get some sort of deal in perpetuity for that, you'd probably be set for a little while.
Syndication
But this
bucks.
is a shift delete for all the Super Chef episodes.
With somebody like Guy Fieri, or I'll throw Gordon Ramsay into this, they have all these television shows. Is there any shot in hell that they're actually at their restaurants doing restaurant things with all the stuff that they must have on their schedule?
I mean, I also
think-
feel like they film a lot of those
Ahead of
really
time?
crunched up together. Like you'll have maybe a month to 3 months of shooting, and that accounts for the rest of the year.
Kind of like Jeopardy or something,
Yeah.
or Wheel of
Family
Fortune,
Feud.
Family Feud. Yeah,
I remember I was in the audience for Family Feud, and I was there for, I think, 12 hours and in 8 episodes. They just moved the audience around.
Yeah,
A
A
lot of
fun
times,
fact about me, if you want to hit me up for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
All right, well, I'll hit you up as my phone a friend if that pops up. If anything Family Feud related. What were we going to say, C-Lane?
a lot of times, like, say if you're one of these chefs that is a TV chef that also has restaurants, it might be like they film during the day. Like Food Network films a lot of their stuff at Chelsea Market, and then once they're done, they you often see the chefs going out for cocktails afterwards at the fine dining restaurants around town. So if you were checking in on your restaurant, then you might be able to swing by after you're done taping. A lot of these guys, though, that own the restaurant, or they're the executive chef or whatever, they just write the menu, or they consult even,
and then cash the checks, boy.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Then they're out.
Don't forget that part. Yeah, that's the most important part.
I mean, sometimes they'll have, I think Guy Fieri has this, they'll have restaurants on cruise ships. And you know damn well they're not getting on the cruise ship and like going behind the scenes and like cooking stuff up, and they don't have time to do that. I know one chef who actually does is Richard Blaze. Because he has a restaurant here in town, and he's always there. And the thing he does is he announces when he's going to be at the place and cooking.
Why wouldn't he? Yeah, of course.
The reservations blow up.
Yeah.
You know? And they make a ton of money when that happens.
And they get a ton of attention. So even if you don't get to be there the day that Richard Blaze is there, it's still in your mind, and you go, check out that Richard Blaze place. Like
Yeah,
when
why not?
My wife worked for a restaurant that was the dude from Top Chef. Why is his name Tom?
Tom Colicchio?
Tom Colicchio. My mom, or my
It's a fun
my
word.
wife
It
worked.
is.
My wife
Your
worked
mom?
for.
Just
I
called
said
your
no.
wife your mom?
No, my wife worked for Tom Colicchio, like for one of his restaurants, and she would see him once in a while. He went in there. I don't know
Sean can't
how
get
much
over the mom
cooking he
thing.
did.
I just always think about when you're a kid in class. Have you ever accidentally called the teacher mom? If you ever do
The
that,
worst.
and it's just, oh man,
The adult version is, calling someone babe by accident. Like
you just throw it
the
out and you go,
last
and it's
person
your
to call
mom.
babe.
So uncomfortable. Oh, you'll never hear the end of that. Okay, speaking of teachers, let's go over to one that is a real fun sucker.
Good
Sounds
segue.
good, babe.
This
Sorry.
woman, this teacher is, I can't get her full name on here, but it's Miss T, whatever her last name is. T. And she said, "These words and sayings are prohibited in my classroom." She put this letter that I'm looking at up in front of everybody. It says, "If you are caught using these words, you will write a short essay explaining why you chose to use these words in an academic setting to express yourselves. There are many ways to articulate what you need to say without using slang. Please know that using slang in an academic setting can diminish your capacity to become a successful. Not the way you speak is the way you will write. The gibberish some of you choose to use is improper English and sometimes inappropriate for an academic setting."
Wah, bah, 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 bah.
This is an educational institution, and you will carry yourself as scholars in my classroom,
Guys,
she said.
how in the hell is the N-word so low on this list? It's 21.
The N-word is 21 on the don't say list. Number 1 is bruh. Like, bruh. And I hear this a lot now. The kids are saying, standing on business.
I don't know standing on business.
That's when a lot of them are saying, ooh-wee ski.
Please pull that. For the love of God.
Or just ski.
See, what did we just say?
Ski-yee.
Ski-yee? That's one of the things.
Ski-yee. You have to go higher with the yee.
Oh, that's hard to do. That takes a little effort.
Oh, you have to be
ate
sexy
that
red
up.
for that.
That's Cap. What's up, gang? I could see all these being said by folks.
Can you say it less
class.
white, please?
Bet. This is just the way I talk. What's up, G Wade?
Wait, what's number 9?
Number 9 is, oh my God, Miss T.
Oh, that's been
what's wrong with that?
Forever, yeah.
Yeah, that's just,
oh my
bad
God. I think she's a little religious.
Oh, she's. This sounds like the worst teacher. In the cut with my twin is another thing. I guess they're saying.
These are very specific.
Gang.
sayings.
Gang. On the set, freak you mean is another one. Big dog. Kids are still saying big dog. I didn't know that was out there.
What's wrong with period? That's I mean this period.
Just
that seems
twin.
like it would be fine. Yeah. What's up, twin? There's a lot of twin things and giving. What's NIE? I don't know that one. Nine. I hope I'm not saying nine. Yeah, mine might be 9. NIE. Anyways, you don't say those in the classroom, says this teacher.
Gang.
Limiting like 90% of the students' vocabulary because that's the way they speak. Like the NPC TikTok people. Gang, and what was
yummy,
a hot
yummy
dog?
ice cream.
Ice cream, yum. Hot dog, yum. You know, all this stupid things over and over. Can't say any of those things. This was a bad story idea for me to bring up, considering how targeted I am on this show.
But it's good for everyone else.
Oh, God. I don't know.
Very
if
exciting.
I don't know if it is. We've got a bunch of things to wrap up before the show is over today. And that includes you with the final dispatch. Hot dog, yum. Damn it, it's hard. Do it for me one more time. Hot dog, yum.
Oh,
ski. I brutalized that.
You're going E too much. It's like with an I.
Yee.
Never
I got
mind.
it that time.
Never
I
mind.
nailed it. I think I got close enough. All right.
For sure.
Final dispatches on the way. If you've stayed with us this long on this journey of a Wednesday, and we'll do those final dispatches along with the stories. I couldn't get it. I don't know what's wrong with me. The stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Well, hey, everybody. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Hope your Wednesday is going great. Want to update you as we approach midday. Central Florida weather. Sunshine prevails. Cool, dry, light breezes for the PM. Mid-60s for the highs. Nice day. Enjoy it. Partly cloudy. Chilly overnight tonight. 46. Northeast breezes at 5 to 10. Our Thursday, 63. Mostly cloudy. Friday, a rain chance at 60%. Locally windy then with a warm high at 78. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care and have a great day.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
This is Jeff Kaufman from the Injury Law Firm of Kaufman & Lind and the Under Oath podcast. A little more free advice. Any conversation you have with the insurance company after you get into an accident will be recorded. Everything you say can and will be used against you. For example, when they ask you how you're doing, these are not words of concern. These are traps to keep them from paying your medical expenses. Simply reply with, I've been told to avoid answering questions like this. It's not if, but when you get into an accident. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546.
Crayola Creativity Week starts January 22nd to celebrate creativity and engage kids all around the world in creative learning. With celebrity creators, hands-on activities, read-alouds, and giveaways, it's easy and free to participate. Register today at Crayola.com/creativityweek.
It's a no-pay new year at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy a new Nissan and make no payments for 6 months. And no interest financing. That's 0%. Plus, shop the best selection of certified pre-owned Nissans at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Click OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Dominique on January 12th and 13th.
I look like a workout guru, but every time I get dressed and get ready to go, I get tired.
Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail servers, and wait staff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Here it is, 2024. Is this the year that you plan on getting heart smart? That's right. Early detection is key to maintaining a healthy heart. And in 2024, you can make it your resolution to be proactive and not reactive when it comes to your long-term health care. There's no question early detection is key to a longer and healthier life. And the testimonials coming out of Life Imaging FLA are amazing. Just a few weeks ago, a listener chose to go to Life Imaging FLA and found out she had 2 major blockages leading to surgery just a few days later. It saved her life. The test is easy. You don't have to take your clothes off. There are no injections, and it only takes a few minutes. Make that call today. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It's a $699 value. From your cell phone, call pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan and you'll be connected in seconds. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. Much better to know now before it's way too late. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Ugh, PB&J again.
Moms, you've got a lot on your mind. Packing a lunch shouldn't be stressful. FreshFromFlorida.com can help. They have plenty of quick, delicious lunch and snack ideas to freshen up lunchtime. Simply look for the Fresh from Florida logo where you shop for locally grown, in-season fruits and veggies to please even the pickiest eater.
PB&J again. With Florida strawberries? Thanks, Mom.
Packing lunches has never been easier. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
You don't need a resolution to lose weight. You need a solution. And that's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has full-strength semaglutide in their newest medication called Revelex. It's specifically formulated to provide full-strength semaglutide in a daily tablet. With Revelex, you'll lose up to 15 pounds a month. And it's not a shot, so you can skip the weekly trips to a doctor's office. But here's the best part. Revelex costs about half of what you'll pay for other semaglutide medications like Ozempic. That's right, I said half the price. Plus, Red Mountain includes medically supervised meal plans and free lifetime maintenance to help you keep the weight off. So why go anywhere else? At Red Mountain, you get no shots, just results for half the price. Trust the leader in medical weight loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has helped millions of people lose weight safely, and they can help you too. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, go to forthepeople.com to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like 70s Rock Ride, a commercial-free station featuring the best in 70s rock. Just search 70s Rock Ride and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Yee.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
The Cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. And it's been lovely, as always, to have Fritz with us here on this Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Fritz, thanks for hanging out with us.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
We hope to see you again real soon. Don't forget, on Tuesdays, if you go over to Cavo's, you can check out Fritz for his Funhouse Trivia Night and even be featured on Fritz on the Street, which is a super fun thing to do. Follow him on Instagram. It's no_regrets_coyote. Give him a follow so you know what's going on.
I feel like it's therapy more so for me. Each Tuesday night, I'm like, yeah, so I'm getting a deck built in my backyard. And I'm just like talking at nobody, but at the same time, you just see people like just slowly look at me and like they'll be listening to me. I'm like, all right, question number 3.
It's very entertaining. And also, the following day, if you come into this building, apparently you can just get secondhand weed smoke because, my dear God.
What?
I just got in the elevator, and it's like if someone blazed right in there before opening the doors.
Oh, my
Maybe they
God.
did. Maybe they did.
Bless their souls.
Are
Hopefully
there any
medical.
guests in town, or is we got anybody visiting? Like maybe a musician is around or something?
Flocka. I'll have to send out an email. I'll reply all to the last one the company sent.
Somebody's got to take ownership of that. Let's do the final dispatches here. You can send yours over at thenewsjunkie.com. And OMG It's Price sends a photo dispatch, and he says, proof that teenagers don't say headlights anymore. And here's the screen cap. It says, do teenagers still call breasts headlights? And his son says, I don't think so. He said, so like if a girl's nipples were showing through her shirt, no one would like elbow you and go, hey, Mason, her headlights are showing. He says, I don't think so.
This kid does not want to answer any of these text messages.
He says they're discussing it on the News Junkie. A teacher was arrested in Missouri for having sex with a 16-year-old boy, and a student was quoted saying she would wear low-cut tops and shirts that would show her headlights. And his son responded, huh. That's
okay, Dad, cool.
That's it. And then he said, and they can't believe that's a quote from a teenager, not somebody that was a teenager in the 1990s. He says, yeah, that's weird. Dad says, weird. Good combo.
It's funny if he's like, freaking mean.
Yeah, this is very much like my conversations go with my son Dylan from time to time, but he doesn't say headlights either. The one he taught me was sneak heavies. That's one of the ones that the kids were saying.
Episode name.
It's like when a woman has large breasts, but you can't tell.
You don't know until they're out, and you're like, oh wow,
your boobs are hanging.
Yes, that person has sneak heavies. That was what he would say. Let's go over to
I think he said it about Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
well, we all learn stuff over time, right? Here's Hanan talking about a question that he has for all of us. Okay.
Hey, News Junkie, I have a question for the three of you. Well, 4 if Fritz is still there.
Yes.
But in regards to the Gordon Ramsay, Guy Fieri, all the shows that they have on the Food Network and all that, what celebrity or who can you watch the most of without being oversaturated, if anybody? I mean, I don't know how long I could go with just being entertained by one character or one person. I feel like I would get sick of it pretty quickly.
Do you not listen to the show?
Is there anybody that you guys could just watch all day and never get sick of?
Yeah, they're saying all day.
Some host on Food Network style television that we could watch all day long?
I mean, I immediately thought of Kate McKinnon, who has nothing to do with the Food Network, but
she's on SNL?
SNL, and then any movie that I see she's involved with, I will give it a watch.
SNL would be cheating. It's too many people.
Right.
So it's like you could be distracted from it. Single host?
I've definitely like Food Network is one of my go-to channels to just leave on.
Yeah.
Like while doing other stuff. So there's been days that are like full of Guy Fieri.
You know what I can leave on? Oh my God. Go ahead, Celine. I'll tell you after this.
And then lately my wife has shifted and was rewatching all the Top Chefs. And so a lot of Padma going on in the house right now.
She's not on it anymore. She's done now.
No? That's a shame.
Padma is not on Top Chef this next season. But I got stuck in, and I'm trying to get better. I'm working on not watching this anymore. But background television, Catfish.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one to binge.
A lot of, you're not the only one. Like, there have been at least a handful of people in my life, including myself, that it's like Catfish becomes a binge phase. It doesn't last very long. Now, I'll tell you what I started. Brand new show yesterday. This Is Us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with that. Wait, how do I know this?
Because it's been around for a while. I tried to Russian doll you, but This Is Us, actually so much better. I have been avoiding it because I'm like, oh, it's sad all the time, blah, blah, blah.
That's the one.
It is sad a lot.
But, buddy, I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Also cried first episode. So
so it is indeed sad.
I am ready to do some crying because I have 5 more seasons to go.
All right, let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Brought to you by Nation's Trucks. We've learned a lot today.
Yep, there you go.
We learned about Uber Eats. We learned about this.
I think I'm done. Met my quota.
We're stacking up things. And the streamer, I didn't get the whole plug out, did I? Nation's Trucks, love them over there. Go get the truck of your dreams. Big trucks, little trucks, and the truck that you want to be driving every single day at nationstrucks.com. A Twitch streamer, Amaranth, has released the breakdown of her OnlyFans earnings with a screenshot that showed she's made since 2020 $57 million on her OnlyFans. Wow.
I'm sure. I'm going to start one, man.
That's a lot of money right there.
That's
no
when you
boobs,
just retire.
just personality.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
Some boobs.
So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Yeah.
See, like, please put that in the folder so I can use it again, please.
That sounds like some sort of animal.
It sounds like you're having an orgasm.
Like a donkey.
That's not what that sounds like.
Hit it again. Yee. You could convince me that's a donkey if you had enough time. Today I Learned for a Wednesday, January 8th,
it did come from a total ass.
Sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I Learned on this show right here.
Sunny days. Sesame Street.
That's right. Nice. Sesame Street. Oscar the Grouch was orange for the first season of Sesame Street in 1969.
Oh, you remember that, Sean?
He's been green ever since the second season in 1970. He's got enough problems. I mean, for God's sake, making him orange is definitely worse. And he's got all the other issues that he deals with. And he was one of my favorites. He lives in a trash can, and they kind of bully him a little bit, I feel, on Sesame Street. The kids are mean.
Why don't you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
Today, there's a place called Okinoshima Island in Japan. Yes, that's right, friends. This is an island in Japan. And it strictly forbids women to step ashore on the island. The entire island is a sacred Shinto kami, and over 80,000 artifacts have been found there. And finally, today I learned this band right here. Jet is correct. The band Jet's second album was rated a 0.0 out of 10 by Pitchfork magazine. And in lieu of writing a review, a YouTube video of a monkey urinating into its own mouth was put up on their website. I guess they weren't fans of the second album from Jet. Thanks, Fritz. We love you.
Thank you. Love you,
buddy.
We'll see you soon. And thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you later, everybody.
You